Hello, gamers. Welcome. Hello, hello. I'm tired, but I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this with one eye, and I'm gonna do this extremely tired. But welcome to the stream. It's been a minute, man. God. I mean, it feels like forever for me. I've been in recovery mode. But hi! Guys, dude, what's up? Oh my god, let's- Oh, this is so cool. Guys, I've never had this many people on a live stream. Let's freaking go. It's gonna be a party today. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, man. Hello, everyone. Normally I open up my streams by saying hello to each individual person, but I think if we did that, we'd be here for the entire stream. So let's not do that, but just welcome in, guys. Let's go. Let's literally freaking go. Well, if you're new to my live streams, which it seems like we have a lot, we have a lot of fun here. But I got a fun little surprise for you guys today. We're gonna goof off a little bit. I'm seriously in my pirate art. I decided to go full pirate mode with this one. I thought it'd be really fun. Because, in case you didn't know, I actually, last week got eye surgery. That was a time in my life, to say the least. But, I'm recovering, and I only have one eye right now. So, this will be a really fun thing to navigate, almost blind. So, bear with me. Bear with me. We're gonna do our best. Thought you guys would enjoy my little pirate outfit. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Basically what we do here is I answer Q&A and I go over some details about my work, or I show off the process, and we have a good time. If you guys would like to donate to the stream, that would be super cool, because as you can imagine, I'm not working very much because I'm blind. So any support right now would be really appreciated. And also, the message will be read out on stream. It's really cool. The little voice I chose is absolutely grody, man. It's such a nasty little voice, and it's funny, and I like to make fun of the little text-to-speech voice. And it's, you know, 100% goes to me. Really appreciate it. Don't have to. I think I also enabled Super Chat. I've never had that feature enabled before, so I have genuinely no idea how that works, but we'll find out together, I guess. But yeah, there's a link to that in the description. There's lots of links in the description. There's FAQ in the description. But yeah, today I thought we would go over year 2 of Persona Project, since, you know, it's been a little insane, and I haven't been able to really do that yet. My goal was recently, like, to do, like, a live stream for every single year, and then talk about it in depth, but, because of the eye surgery, kind of threw my whole schedule off, which is dumb, but whatever. Man. So let's talk about year 2 of Persona Project. Which, oh boy, do I have a lot to show you, because it was a pretty long one, honestly. It was like double the amount of year 1. There's like 14 episodes. Oh, yo! The super chat, that's so rad! Yo! Thank you, I think it's Anna the Hedgehog. Can I click on it? I can. Anna the Hedgehog 2017. You're my first super chat! How freaking cool is that, man? I am doing good today. I am doing pretty good today, all things considered. Oh boy, this is difficult to read. Oh, Solaris the Sun! Thank you so much! That's so sweet! Oh my god, that's so rad! Dude, that is so rad. I will get well soon. I'm doing my darndest, man. I really, really am. That's so rad. Oh my god. I I'm pretty new with the streaming stuff. It should pop up on screen when you do a super chat, but you never know if I might have goofed and not done that, but I'll do my best to shout them all out. That's so freaking bad! Oh man, there's so many questions popping up. I'm gonna do my best to answer the questions. Y'all do your best not to spam them. That would be very helpful to my moderators. But yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about Persona, and I'll answer some of your questions in between. That's a good question to start out with. Oh, it did pop up on screen. Check it out. Super chat. Yeah. Oh, watermelons and pears. Let's go. I think they all went to Peeves. Dang. Well. That's super rad. Oh, thank you guys. The first question I saw, I think it was Kosher said it. Are you a girl? No, yes, maybe, I don't know. I have no idea what I am right now. I'm genderqueer, so that means I'm just kinda, I don't really know right now. I'm kinda questioning my gender, so, I use all pronouns. I prefer they, them, he, him, she, her, in that order. Yeah, that's probably a really, honestly good thing to start out with, like, my pronouns, like, dear lord, hi. By the way, my name is Holly. I'm such a good YouTuber, guys. So awesome. My name is Holly, otherwise known as PetPyves. And I have created many things on YouTube. I've been here almost a decade. So, moderator introduction, yes! I think Koi4 is the only moderator in the chat right now, but Koi4 is one of my very amazing moderators, and please be kind to them. Please. Thank you. Oh man. There's so many questions. So many questions about things that I've watched, and I'm just gonna tell you right now, I spend so much time creating, I don't really have a lot of time to, like, watch stuff. So sad. I don't get to watch a whole lot of things, so like the probability of me watching something is extremely low, honestly. Sadly. Oh, Nate's here! Let's go! Nathan's here. I couldn't see Nate, you were swallowed in the swarm of people, I'm sorry. Nate is here. Nate is one of my amazing mutuals, friends, voice actors. You'll find Nate all across my channel doing really cool stuff. I think my favorite thing has to be Nate's role in our RPG as newbie. Koi4 is also in a bunch of my stuff as well. Koi4 voiced Little Fern in Origins. That's Heather's best friend. Are there any more Ozzy stories? Oh, William, I wish there was. Oh, I wish there was. Oh, Ozzy. Oh, Ozzy. Like I stated in the episode, he was really dang old when I was born, so I didn't get to spend a whole lot of time with him before he sadly passed away. I wish there was more Ozzy content. There really wasn't that much more than that. Caretale, I have watched Steven Universe. I have not watched Steven Universe Future, but I really enjoy Steven Universe. I think it's a really good show, honestly. That's a good question. There's so many good questions. How, if everybody's asking this, I'm gonna put it in the next FAQ, but if you want to submit fan art, you can go to my website. It's petpeevesanimation.com. We have a fan page where you can submit fan art. The website is completely free to use. There's lots of cool stuff on it, honestly. Please use it. It's expensive. Holy crap. It's really cool, and I handmade it, and it's really awesome, and yeah, I'd appreciate if you check it out. That's a good place to submit your fan art. Alright, y'all, please be careful with the spamming. It will get you in trouble, like, badly. Badly in trouble. Which means you won't be able to comment or do anything on the channel. Like, you don't want to be hidden from the whole channel now. Trust me. Can we get a character sheet for Wild Child? Oh, yes, Iris. I actually have that released on my little homemade Patreon. All the reference sheets are on there. But I can show them on stream so you guys can see them. I plan on posting them to the website. I'm working on making a whole Persona project page. It just takes time to make a website. But here's a Wild Child's ref. Let's open that up for you guys. Boom! Yeah. Of course I have refs. I mean, oh my god, I draw these characters like every day of my life. Do you like frogs? Of course I like frogs! I wouldn't make my whole childhood like a frog person if I didn't like frogs. You know about murder drones. I have not seen murder drones yet, Aqua Prisma, but I know that it's made by Glitch, and I really do love the Digital Circus, so it's on my watch list. I would like to watch it sometime. Ooh, rapid fire starter. Any major pieces of media that impacted my work? Ah, jeez. I'm such a gamer, man. I love video games, but like my favorite games growing up were like really impactful on my art style, I would say. Like, Neopets was a huge impact on my art style. Like I love Neopets, and Webkins was another huge one for me. Neopets, Webkins, obviously like every Nintendo game ever I was obsessed with. Pokemon had a giant impact on my life. You'll see, I'm gonna make multiple episodes about Pokemon. Oh my goodness. Do I like FNAF? Doodle Bear? No, I'm sorry, I do not. It scares the crap out of me. I'm pathetic. And I cannot stand the jump scares and the being hunted and the scary. I am not a horror fan. I'm really scared of stuff really easily. I'm so baby. Oh, Super Mario 3 is such a good game! Good games, you wolf. You're so true for that. Oh, yeah. I know I love Neopets. I still play Neopets, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have, like, a Strawberry Jub Jub that I've adored for, like, ever. My favorite animal, that's like, I mean, it should be pretty obvious at this point that, like, I'm obsessed with cats. I hope it's obvious. I love cats. Cats are my favorite animal. Other than that, if you count dinosaurs, I really like dinosaurs, and I like the plesiosaur is my favorite. When I finish Persona project, Sketchy, I will be working on the rest of my stuff that I do, like my TTRPG Brightside and my cat cartoon, Origins. And then I'm hopefully going to start an animated cartoon after that called Wander, and it's gonna be really fun. So I have a lot of animated cartoons coming out, basically. Wild Child's pronouns, Audrey Smoke, are she, her. But you can call Wild Child they, them, or he, him too, because that's what I am. Like, we're the same person, so it doesn't really matter what you call them. You can't really lose when it comes to pronouns, when it comes to me and my characters that represent me, because I'm all pronouns, so they have all pronouns, technically. Most people just call her she, her, because that's what she was born as, AFAB, so yeah. Wild Child does not yet understand the concept of gender. Oh, goodness. But yeah, before I get carried away with questions, I want to show you guys some little details in the project. So we're gonna go kind of episode by episode here, and I'm gonna like skip through and show you guys some little animation things, some things you might have missed, or some things that I just really enjoy. Yo, a subscriber! Yippee! Fire Chaser Sparkles, thanks for subscribing. I got a banana. That's awesome. Oh, another one, let's go! Alan Becker fan 18, thank you for the bananas. Let's go, growing bananas. Alright, so yeah, this was really, okay, this was in the beginning I was like, hey, I'll just, you know, Wild Child's hair will like progressively grow. Blah blah blah, because obviously she wouldn't have like a full head of hair right away. But god, it was just so hard to draw her without like all of her hair. Loosey Goosey, lost in Hero Void, her void, I'm sorry I can't read. Enjoy the butchering of your name, free of cost with your subscription. Live. Oh, that's so funny. But yeah, I was gonna do the whole hair thing, like, slowly growing out as the series progressed, but god, it was so hard to draw her short hair! It just felt wrong! I was like, I miss her big fluffy hair, so I just wanted to draw that. But yeah, the little cards obviously have some of Wild Child's favorite things on them, like hats, trees, and oranges. But yeah, this is the Ozzy episode, which everybody seems to be a huge fan of Ozzy. He was awesome. And like, I'm just so shocked at the amount of people who also have dogs or cats or beloved pets named Ozzy. Specifically after Ozzy Osbourne, which is awesome. Oh man, it's so cool. Like, I was so excited. I got to read everybody's stories about their childhood pets, and it filled me with so much love. I was so happy. That whole episode made me so happy. Izzy the Gray Fox, let's go! Well, we got like quadruple subs, look at that! Oh man, that's good. We're gonna go through a lot of bananas today. Kelsey, welcome to the club. The club that is growing at an exponential rate that I don't know how to handle. But yeah, it's so crazy. Doodle Bear, welcome to the club. Yeah, I loved it. I loved reading all you guys' stories and all of your childhood pets, and it's so awesome that we had such amazing animals in our lives. Rat just subscribed, let's freaking go! We even got the rats. Oh man. Carton of banana. That's an amazing comment, Spearmaster. Beautiful. But yeah, oh, I loved reading all you guys' comments about the dogs and the cats and okay, I just gotta say, my furry Ozzy Osbourne goes hard! I went freaking sicko mode on that freaking Ozzy Osbourne furry guy. I was like, man, I have so much fun with this dang show because I get to take real people and turn them into something like totally silly. And I was like, man, it'd be so cool if he was like, just like a cool dog like KK Slider from Animal Crossing. Maria Khan, thank you for subscribing. I'm seeing a lot of questions of do I support Therians and furries, and like, of course I do! Like, what are you saying? Like, you obviously must be new to my channel! I love furries. I'm literally, everybody I know is a furry, and I love them, and I cherish them, and, Therians are amazing. They're the most amazing people, like, I just love them. They're literally some of the most amazing souls you can find on the planet. They're beautiful. I love them. Heart emoji at them. I fully support them. Alright, but yeah, back to my Ozzy Osbourne furry rant. As everybody asks if I support furries, like, yeah, I literally draw furries on a regular basis. I wouldn't call myself a furry, but like, come on, I'm a kind of a furry, for real. I'm like, I don't fursuit, but like, damn, I love drawing furries. So anyways, I don't know if I'm a furry, we'll see. It's another thing that I'm not really too sure about. See, the thing is when you go through a lot of childhood trauma, and just a lot of trauma in general, you have a really hard time kind of developing an identity. So like, I'm like 26 years old, and like, I'm just now starting to figure out like what my likes, dislikes, and interests are. Like, I didn't have very much wiggle room to be a person. So it's like, now that I can think about, like, I don't know, who I am? Like, hey, am I a furry? Hey, what's my gender? Hey, what, da-da-da. Like, I can actually think about it now because I'm in a safe place, so. Oh my god. What are they? Wild Child's voice? You guys. Yes, I voiced Wild Child. Okay, hold on. Alright, hold on. I don't have it ready, darn. I was about to whip out the PNG tuber of Wild Child. I don't have it ready yet. Oh, dude! Thank you, guys. I am doing well. Thank you, Dacia. That's really sweet. Oh my god. I just have to say, I love when people use specifically colored hearts. It just makes me so happy. It makes me so excited that, like, people get to use their own little signature color and, like, their own little hearts. It makes me so happy. I use the yellow heart, and it makes me very happy. I'm, like, stimming right now. It makes me so happy. But yes, I know it might be, like, a little hard to believe, but, like, I voiced Wild Child. And, like...
And I can prove it, because I can do it at complete will, whenever I want. And, it's like, very taxing on my voice. But I can do it whenever I want. I just choose not to, because, oh my god, it's really, really straining on my voice. So I have to do it in very small increments.
So, that's something I can do, and it's called voice acting. It's an interesting concept that people might not understand. All the hearts! Yay! I love it! Thank you guys for the hearts, that's so sweet. I love seeing everybody's little hearts. It makes me so happy. I know I'm probably slightly delayed on my chat end, but like, dang, I love it. Alright. As long as you don't spam the hearts, just 1 heart per person, please. And that'll be 230. That's plenty. Not currently drawing at the moment. I'm showing off some of the episode stuff. But yeah, can Wild Child say F again? Trust me, oh my god, I have such a sailor mouth, man. You'll get more cursing out of Wild Child, because I'm just swear up a storm. Especially when I'm recording alone in a dark space by myself in the basement of my house. The next bloopers are so funny. The freaking power went out in the middle of me recording, and as Wild Child, I was like, oh my god, what the heck? It was so funny. I can't wait to show you guys that. Alright, no more hearts, guys. We gotta get back on track here. We're talking about... We're only on, like, the first episode. We have, like, 14 to go through. So, yeah, I drew furry Ozzy Osbourne, and it's hilarious. I'm very glad that people are catching on to, Wild Child's signature phrase, which is,
whatever that means.
Cause, like, yeah, it's, like, an interesting thing. Like, I had, like, these very specific phrases I would repeat a lot as a kid, and that's one of them. Like, all the time. I think I picked it up from, I don't know if you guys remember this book series, but it's called Junie B. Jones. And, like, Junie B. Jones was, like, kind of a brat. I'm not gonna lie to you, Junie was kind of a brat, but, like, I was like, I want to be Junie B. Jones so bad. Like, I remember idolizing Junie B. Jones. And so, like, I think one of the things Junie B. Jones said was something like, whatever that means, and I was like, I'm gonna be Junie B. Jones and I'm gonna say that all the time. So I would say stuff that characters would say a lot, and so actually this is kind of a reference to that. Like, every time everybody says, oh god, this is a Wild Child signature quote, I'm like, honestly, Wild Child is just quoting somebody else. But yeah,
Tax fraud! Tax fraud, whatever that means.
So good. That's awesome. So yeah, I'm so glad people like that phrase. Obviously I love animating tail wagging. God, it's so easy. It's like 3 frames. But yeah, milk bones, glad to know we all ate milk bones as children and survived. That's awesome. It's so cool that most of these things that I talk about, people are like, me too! And I'm like, why? Why did we do that? Why is this a universally shared childhood thing? This is so concerning for us, man. I'm worried. Worried for us. Like, are we alright? We ate milk bones. It's very interesting. Jolyn, the entire project being finished? Oh lord, I don't even want to think about it. My goal was 6 months, but because of me getting literal eye surgery, like at the very damn beginning of it all, I'm a whole backpack just subscribed. That's, wow, we're interesting. We're having an interesting subscriber day. But we got a banana, so slay. But yeah, I don't know how long it's gonna take. I was like, 6 months, let's go! 6 months, and I was like, dude, I don't know, man. I lost my vision, so, it's gonna take a little bit longer than that. I'm gonna guess maybe less than a year. I mean, it's fully animated. I can make like 3 episodes a day on days that I'm not working my full-time job, which I'm a caregiver, by the way, outside of this. Which I might be quitting soon because I could just do this now, which is crazy. But yeah, what's in the backpack? It was just one banana. But yeah. Man, it's just super rad, that I could even think about doing all this. Oh, yo!
Have a lovely day.
The question mark! Thank you for the watermelons, that's so gaming. Thank you, Mooncat44444. But I love the little, like, have a good day? That's so funny, I love that. I love the text-to-speech thing, it's so funny. Oh, man. Valentine's subscribe, let's go. That's very slay. Oh, man. But yeah, I'm glad we all had a very similar childhood, but also it terrifies me because my childhood was not the best, and I'm like, are we alright? Are we doing alright in the chat? Also, I don't know if you've noticed this, but, Wild Child's little doinker, I call it a doinker. It's a little hair out of place. It changes with her emotion, and when she's happy it turns into a heart, and I just wanted to point that out. Even my little one on my PNG tuber turns into a heart when I'm happy. So, I just wanted to point that out. Because I love the little details I put into this crap, and like, sometimes I feel like it's just glossed over. Oh my god, this is just the funniest thing ever. Like, I was like, am I really gonna put this on the internet? And I was like, yeah, I am actually, because it's like not that embarrassing. It's embarrassing, but like, honestly, my autistic ass doesn't really feel much embarrassment. Like, I am just a walking, breathing embarrassment because I don't understand social norms at all, pretty much. So, like, everything I do is embarrassing. I'm in a constant state of embarrassment, so it's like, I might as well, like, embarrass myself further. Oh, I meant to do the laugh one. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, it's so good. But yeah, I love how everybody gets very up in arms about me and Wild Child not getting along. Sometimes, but like, honestly... Oh, Viola, thank you for the banana. I think it hit Peeves on the head, which is really funny. Also, welcome, I can't read all of that, I'm sorry. I saw love me something. sorry. It's going by very quickly. Hi, why are you wearing the pirate outfit? Cause I got eye surgery and I genuinely have an eye patch on my eye right now and I can barely see what I'm doing. I make jokes about my trauma. You should know this by now because you watched Persona Project. Oh. But yeah, Wild Child to me is like, definitely like, just like, younger sibling energy. As far as like oh my god, this kid is crazy, this kid is like, so high energy. She is me. She's me deep down, but it's like, man, sometimes, like, when I say the demons have won and I do something, like make a milkshake at 2 AM, the demons are Wild Child. The demons inside are actually just a wild child. And it's so funny. So, like, am I non-binary or trans? I don't know, Audrey Smoke. I'm still figuring it out. I'll let you guys know when I do figure it out. Why is the chat not on slow mode? Because I don't understand how anything works. Nico the Fluffy Dragon, that's so awesome. And kitty cats. Welcome to the club. I am genderqueer right now, gamers. I have no freaking idea what I am. But we'll figure it out, you know? It'll be chill. Hey, listen, Lily Windy, the way we cope with our trauma is we joke about it. It's a coping mechanism. It's like, there's not much else to do at this point in time. But yeah, let's move on to the next episode. I gotta be speed running through some of these because we got a lot to cover and there's a couple things I want to talk about. Oh, I just closed out the one I needed. Silly me, because I can't see the numbers! I have a shiny new thing on my stream where I can put up a little content warning on my stream of people be like, hey man, I'm about to talk about something kind of heavy. So I'm gonna do that now. Boom. I stole it from my Brightside Masks RPG. But yeah, just a little bit of a content warning here. We're gonna talk about the episode alone. And we're just gonna do it to the boppin' ass music in the background and pretend that that's fine. Oh man. Okay, let's see here. Welcome, XD. I'm sorry I get to see your full name. I'm about to dump some stuff onto the internet. So, this episode, obviously you've probably caught on by this point that the background color changes to a darker, kind of sadder tone when bad things come up, because, it's kind of how I remember my memories. Honestly, I see a lot of my memories in black and white for some reason, so like, when there's something really bad happens, it tends to get really dark, especially around the edges. Like, it's really hard to like I don't know, when I'm actively being traumatized, I can remember, like, my vision starts to fade, and like, I start to like, black out almost. So like, when bad things happen, that's what I was trying to kind of resemble, like, how I remember things. So that's what that's all about. Very symbolic. I did have a half door pretty much my entire life. It's insane. I didn't get that half door fixed until I was like 13. Like, I wasn't allowed to have privacy until I was like 13. So, it's pretty messed up, and I saw a couple other people mention they had half doors, or they had locks that were on the outside of their doors, and like, my heart just goes out to you, man, because like, I know how it feels to like, not even have your own space, or feel like you can be alone. Welcome, Santos. But yeah, it's a sad thing. Being like forgotten is not a fun feeling, and my heart goes out to everybody who in the comment section was telling me all about, you know, the stuff they went through and how similar it was. It drives me crazy. But couple things. Obviously the drum set's in the living room. That's pretty cool, you know, it's a reference to the old one. My little Curious George thing got a chuckle out of everyone. And that was like the point, because sometimes stuff gets a little too heavy, man, and I just kind of want to add in a little bit of something just to not make it so damn serious. Because I feel really bad. Like, I don't want to like be like, my life was terrible, and then like throw it on the internet. Like, I want to be like, hey, like to Wild Child, this was like bad, yes, but like Wild Child also had like the same childlike wonder of the world, and still was like, I don't like Curious George, and I'm like, yeah, that's super fair, man. And so it's like, I don't know, to me this was like the best way to describe it, and like some people thought the joke was out of place, and I'm like, whatever, I thought the joke was perfectly in place. I'm gonna turn this book upside down so you can see this. Welcome, new subscriber. I can't read right now. Apologize. You are Hi. Your name is Hi. Excellent. Awesome. I feel like I'm getting literally pranked with the subscribers right now. This is crazy. Something Nation. Welcome. Sorry, I can't see your name. But content warning is a. Hold on. Let's fix that briefly. Put that content warning somewhere else so it can not be in the way of the thingies. There we go. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yes, these little scones, these little fruit jelly tart scones, are actually a reference from 12. If you are a 12 fan, this is Poppy's favorite food. So this was the little treat that was featured in Poppy's episode, and I decided to put it in the book as like a little Easter egg cameo thing. So many subscribers! Welcome everyone! Holy crap. Henry Barrow and Very Mew. Alright. I see a lot of questions about my favorite soup, and I'm so concerned about why we're asking those questions at the time like this. But if you really must know, I really like butternut squash soup right now. It's very freaking delicious. Anyways. The randomness of the internet. Oh dear. Scrather, welcome. Also, this desk, this freaking orange plastic desk, I feel like we all had it in our childhood, I swear to god. It's like a drawing thing that lights up, and like, I've met multiple people that have had this desk. But yeah, I didn't feel like showing too much of the descriptive kind of abusive stuff, so anytime that stuff comes up, I'm just gonna do a black screen, and you can just use your imagination. Because, like, I don't feel like animating that, man. You know? If you don't want to, like, animate it, I can't imagine people don't want to watch it if you don't want to animate it. You know what I mean? So, there's some things that I won't, like, some lines that I won't cross. This is, like, the peak of my reflection, though, of, like, being like, hey, I realized that I was a child being neglected, and that I was literally starving, and I was trying to survive, and I was being punished for it. So, that was, like, a really hard thing to realize, was that, like, hey, like, I was being punished for literally being forgotten about. My parents would leave. They would leave, like, the premises. They would go out to eat, or they would go hang out with friends, or they would go do whatever. I have no idea what they would do. Welcome, Hattie Funk Bun. And Tao the Freak. But yeah, it was sad, because I just was like, man, like, they would just, like, abandon me, and I just, as a kid, would, like, thought it was my fault, and I'm like, dude, no, like, you're just a kid, and you're hungry, and you need to eat, like, and I got punished for it, and it's just really sad, so. Oh, I gotta take my Gatorade. But yeah, that's a sad episode. There was a couple of sad episodes in year 2 that I feel like kind of destroyed everybody's souls. So very sorry about that. Things that need to be said, though, because I feel like nobody talks about them. So on to hot air balloons. I'm gonna keep the content warning up, because, yeah, we're not. Yeah, I will go briefly over that, and then we'll go to the fun stuff about hot air balloons. So, hot air balloons was so freaking rad of a memory to have. Like, god, man.
So many new people here.
There are, isn't there? Oh my god, Pink, let's go. You got some watermelons. Let's go, dude. It's not a stream without you throwing some fruit at Peeves, man. Also, my chat just, like, totally vanished off the screen, and I have no idea why. That's so random. I don't know what happened to her. Anyways, GG on the chat. Sorry. Man. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Oh dear. Oh, hot air balloons! Hot air balloons. Basically, I have a lot of memory- oh dear. Oh no. Ah! No! My freaking leg's falling asleep.
The sprinkles! Ah!
Oh, I gotta stand up. I have a really crappy desk chair.
Stop, stupid, dumb desk chair! Sucky, dumb, stupid guy puts my dang leg to sleep!
But, yeah, hot air balloons. There's many instances that I don't like calling her my mother, but I have to call her my mother because I can't call her by her full government legal name, or else that's doxing people, which we don't do. So, my mother, who I'd like to clarify, is not my mother. She is the birther, honestly. She birthed me and that's all she did. The birther would often do a lot of horrible things. And one of those horrible things was dragging me across the floor. Multiple times, on many occasions. And let me tell you, being dragged across hardwood floors sucks ass. Because, God, it's worse than carpet burn, man. It hurts. So, I wasn't keen on animating that. I wasn't really keen on animating that. I didn't want to, like, I don't know, traumatize the internet with me, but I was like, I just feel like it was important to show it at least once. That, like, this person, like, legit would drag me across the floor. And just thought that was okay. Like, just thought that was okay! And I'm like, it's not okay! So, like, I had to put it in there, and I was like, man, it was not a fun I think this was genuinely the most horrible thing I've ever had to animate was being dragged across the floor. That was a hard thing to animate, but I'm really glad I got it off my chest and that I'm like, hey, I know this is bad, and the world is telling me that it's bad, because, like, with OCD, I am constantly under the assumption that, like, I'm fake. Because, like, I can't explain it to you. It's hard to explain OCD when everybody has the idea that OCD is, like, oh, you gotta keep things clean, or, like, oh, I'm so OCD, I hate clutter, and it's not what it is. It's very much like I genuinely can't tell sometimes if I'm a real person, and that things that happen to me are real. And, like, I keep lying to myself, being like, no, like, oh, yeah, like, that happened to me, but, like, did it really, or, like, it wasn't really that big of a deal, and, like, it's, like, so crazy how your brain will cope with that shit, but, like, man. Enough about that. I want to talk about the cool things about this episode, so I'm going to put that content warning off, and we're going to go happy mode, and we're going to talk about the hot air balloons, dude! Oh! There's this big field behind my house growing up, and it was just, like, these really tall, skinny pine trees for miles, and, like, we used to have, like, a small fence, that would, like, kind of, you know, keep our yard separated from the like crazy wildlife over there. But man, just beyond that fence, it was like there's just like this big empty field where they would lift off right there, and like my whole childhood was so fascinating, like these massive balloons like the size of houses just like soaring up, and you could hear them too. It was so loud that shit would wake me up like every time, every weekend. It'd be like this loud, like, and then like a break, and then you'd be like, oh, it's hot air balloons, and you'd like run out, and oh my god, and like it was just so loud. I can't even begin to describe how like amazing it was, and like how much awe it filled me with, and like to see the people, and like sometimes my parents would take me outside, and we would go and wave to them, and they could see us, and be like, hi! It'd be so cool, man. I loved it. I never got to go in one, no, Leopard Dusk. I wish I did. I would have been a very cool childhood dream, like, achieved if I could have gone into one of them. I don't know. You're so right. Why did my parents... You know, if my parents actually paid attention to me and understood my interests, at least in the slightest, they probably would have been like, hey, you know what we should do for, like, their birthday some year? We should take them on the hot air balloons in the backyard. That'd be so freaking cool. Wow, if they, like, if they even paid attention a little, man, that would have been rad. Oh well. Maybe someday I will go on a hot air balloon. Actually, I had a really amazing idea. Since I am, like, honestly making quite a bit of money off of the project that I wasn't expecting to. I was just like, hey, I'm making this project to heal myself and my inner child. But, like, now that I have all this extra stuff coming in, I'm like, man, maybe I should do a series where it's like I turn all of this trauma and all this bad stuff into good stuff, and I can show you guys like, hey, your support has led me to finally do a hot air balloon ride, and then you guys could be like, let's go, and then I could like vlog it, and it'd be super rad, and it'd be like such a cool like healing thing of like of like, hey, I suffered all this stuff, but I'm turning it into something really good. So like, I was thinking about doing that with me and my brother, because yes, I do have a brother. Some people don't know this, because he hasn't been born yet in this series, but like, he's about to be. We're almost on year 4. That's when he comes into the picture. This is from Roller Coaster Tycoon 3! Holy shit! Ah! Hold on, holy shit! I have to stim. Ah! I love this game. I love this game. I love this game. I love this game. I haven't heard this in so long! Oh my god. I just put on random music. I didn't know I was coming in here. Okay, I'm sorry. Relax. Relax. It's okay. It's just a song. It's just a song. It's not. It's so much more. It's okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. 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 I get really excited. Okay. Let's backtrack. But yes, I do have a brother. I know this is like shocking information, but if you've been on my channel a while, my brother is all over this damn channel. We have a Pokemon Nuzlocke series we do together on here. He plays, he did a cameo in Brightside as a character. He voiced a couple characters back in the day in 12. So yeah, my brother is like the most amazing person ever, and he's the only family member I have left. Stimming moment. So sorry. Oh man, this song just triggered something in my soul, man. It was great, beautiful. But yeah, I love the hot air balloons so much, and I'm really glad I got to kind of show everybody, like, the love of my childhood, and how, like, there were so many good things, and like I really prefer to focus on those things. I would love to just have only these memories, but of course, like, the whole part right here, about Wild Child wanting to look out the window, and then not touching it, and then sitting back, it's kind of like the lesson that I learned about this is really kind of sad. My autistic joy, as you can see, can be a little intense. I can be really, 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 really happy. But there were so many times in my life, in my youth especially, when I would get that excited and I'd be shut down, or hurt, or something would, something would stop the joy, and eventually, when you, go through enough stuff, you kind of stop feeling the joy. And it's called depression, and it's very sad. So, like, I feel like Wild Child had a couple of these moments where it was like, oh, I'm so excited, I made an innocent mistake, but I got punished, so I'm not gonna get that excited again, because if I get that excited again, I'm gonna be punished, is what the lesson that I learned. But a lot of people, I have to clarify something. A lot of people were very confused about why the alarm went off, and why the birther was on the phone. This is the 90s. So, basically, we had a home security system, and it was attached to all the windows and all the doors. And it was basically these magnets that were on the inside of the house, and when the magnets would separate, it would trigger the alarm, if the alarm was set. The magnets were stupid and dumb and very sensitive, so if you barely touched a window or a door, it would just trigger the alarm. And as soon as the alarm gets triggered, the security company would call your house, and be like, hey, are you okay? And if you didn't answer, they would just call the cops and send the cops to your house to make sure nobody was breaking in. So it was, like, really sensitive, and, like, the birther would always answer the phone and be like, oh no, we're fine, and then hang up and be like, you little bitch, and then she would come after me, because, like, that was just kind of, like, what it was like. It was just very much a, like, she put on the facade that, like, we're happy, like, everything's fine, teehee, little family, and then she would, like, turn around and be like, nah. So, which apparently is a pretty shared experience from what I've gathered, which is interesting. But I had to explain the alarm thing because so many people were confused, and I was like, am I dating myself? Like, I thought this was common knowledge, I'm sorry. So sorry about that confusion. That's all I have to say about hot air balloons. The Little America one, there was like a giant hot air balloon that was like an American flag. That one was my favorite. Today, no. But Ash the Wild Child, yes. That's why I put that one in there, in case you're wondering why that's like there. Oh, yes! We get to talk about episode 11. Oh! This is the episode ever. This is the episode ever. This is the episode ever. Oh my god. This is the Wild Child episode, man. I saw somebody ask in chat, I'm sorry, I saw it, but I don't know who said it. They asked me what my favorite era was. This one. Wild Child is my favorite era. Oh my god. Oh my god, Anna the Hedgehog! Again, thank you! I'm gonna donate more to you because yes, and there used to be hot air balloons at my old house too! Let's go! I lived on a dirt road at the end of summer in a different town. There were hundreds of them for hours. That's awesome! Hundreds of them? Dude. I only got to see like maybe a dozen. So like, man, I can only imagine seeing how many. Oh, that's so cool! And thank you so much for the support, dude. That's so freaking rad. So glad we share a really cool part of our childhood. Like, fist bump to you across the internet. That's so rad. But yeah, I loved this episode! Oh, man. In case you're wondering why Wild Child is always barefoot, it's because I'm always barefoot when I was a kid. Holy crap, I would never, ever wear shoes. I hated shoes. I hated socks. And I just loved feeling things with my feet because it was just so, I don't know, it's just a way that I connected to the earth. Like, I just loved running around barefoot. So, like, I love everything about this. I love this butterfly! I have such a fun story to tell about this butterfly. So, like, you know, when you're a kid, you you believe dumb shit. And when I was a kid, there was this one specific, butterfly that would fly around my house. It was like a common yellow butterfly. Like, it was just like yellow butterfly, generic butterfly that would fly around my house a lot. And for whatever reason, my little child brain was like, this is the same butterfly every time. There is no way that this is, you know, just separate butterflies. I was convinced that this was an immortal yellow butterfly that would follow me around. And, like, every time I'd see it... I'm gonna use Wild Child's voice to, like, exemplify this. Every time I'd see the yellow butterfly, I'd be like, it's the yellow butterfly! Ah! And I'd, like, run and hide. And I'd be like, oh my god, he's gonna get me! And I'm like... I was convinced this butterfly was, like, stalking me. Because I'd go, like, different places. And I'd be like, oh my god, it's at the McDonald's! It followed me all the way to McDonald's! Oh god! My screaming has awoken my cat. I'm sorry! I'm sorry. Go back to sleep. You're okay. I'm fine. I'm screaming happy thoughts, not sad ones. Yes. But yes, I had this butterfly nemesis that I was obsessed. Okay, good. He's going back to sleep. He literally just got up, butted his head against me, and went back. It's so cute. But yes, my nemesis butterfly made an appearance because how could I not? How could I not? And it's like, nobody's gonna know this. Nobody's gonna know these details. I know these details because it's my life. But like, I love explaining it to you and showing it to you and being like, there's my little butterfly. Oh, the rain. I love animating rain too, man. And this is the frog from the... If you watch the YouTube video, like the full video that has the compilation of all of the shorts, there's this little frog. It's in the corner. that croaks every now and then. And this is him! I put him in there! He doesn't have a name or anything, he's just the frog. So... yeah. Oh, the mud! Ah, I love playing with mud and the beach. This was actually a very specific beach, with the blue umbrellas. It's a very popular beach in Florida. I don't know why it is very popular. It's Clearwater. Oh, Tyler! Thank you! Have some french fries for the hell you've been through. Let's go! I actually had french fries in the middle of the night last night. It was so delicious. That's my favorite food. I love french fries. Thank you, Tyler. It's so sweet. Oh my god. Oh, but yeah, Clearwater Beach, Florida is the worst beach in Florida. Everybody's gonna say it's the best beach. I'm telling you right now, as a native Floridian, it is not. It is not. It is the most gross, overpopulated, overrated beach ever. And that's all I gotta say about that. Ooh.
Hey, I first found your channel through the series 12 and I fell in love with it.
Aww.
I've been a fan ever since. Though 12 has a special place in my heart. I really like your new stuff as well. Keep the good work and amazing storytelling.
Oh, thank you so much, Frank01. Dude, that's so... Thank you so much. Oh my god, I'm so glad you like 12 too. I know it's like ancient as freak now, it's old. But like, God, it has such a special place in our hearts for those who grew up on it. Like, I grew up with it. Like, I made it, but I also grew up with it too. It's very nostalgic, so like, I'm so glad that you like the new stuff too. I have the very same feeling. I love everything that I do, and I'm so proud of how far we've all come, and thank you for being along for the journey. That's so sweet. Oh my god. Oh, so emotional. Oh. Dude! Oh, Koifor, you see, you get it! Like, you just get it. This freaking stupid Clearwater sucks booty cheeks. We're just... Also, this dress, I have to just point this out. I have a pattern that I use for this dress that's like, this little flower dress. Was actually one that I was forced to wear every Sunday. This was like my Sunday church dress. And I had this little hat that they would make me wear too. And so like, in the baptized episode, this is the same outfit. And so like, you'll notice that like certain things will come up every now and then. Like this is a raincoat that'll come up a couple times. It has ladybugs all over it. That was like my favorite raincoat as a kid. And the Wild Child swimsuit, it's the same from the beach episode, and it has the same colors from the beach episode. I loved Halloween, obviously. You'll see, there's so many episodes about Halloween, but like, she's got her cute little Halloween shirt on, and I love that. It's so cute. I've loved animating these leaves, too. Like, look how fun. And the swings! Yeah! Oh, I love the swings, dude. I love the swings, and it should be very obvious because I've put it in so many different parts of Persona Project so far. But yes, you only see her eyes in very specific moments. Because it's like, the whole thing about Wild Child's eyes being covered is that it's symbolism for autistic masking. So a lot of the time, she hides her eyes to appear more calm or normal, or that she's kind of hiding a certain way that she feels. But when her eyes are shown, she's unmasked, and she's like, you know, when it's like really excited, or like really upset, or just like having strong feelings is like when the mask comes off. So like, it's really interesting how many times it's starting to become more and more apparent. People are starting to notice it, like, oh my god, we're on year 3 and she's like showing her eyes so much, and I'm like, yeah, because she's unmasking, but like, you're about to see that that's not a, you know, to her it's about to become a bad thing, because like when she starts school, yeah, the masking thing will go right back to her eyes being covered most of the time. So, yeah. It's a huge symbolism thing. Oh yeah, climbing the trees. I love climbing trees. I have a whole episode about a specific tree that I loved. I love this little animation of sneaking away. I really went ham on the animation on this one for no reason. Ladybugs were a huge part of my childhood too. I include them quite a bit. Leaf boats! Did you guys ever make leaf boats? I have to know, because, like, I'd take, like, acorn caps and leaves and, I'd make these little leaf boats and I'd race them down when it was, like, raining, I'd race them down the gutters and the road, or I would take them down to the pond. It was so much fun, man. I love leaf boats. I think I don't know if I'm gonna bring it up all that much more. I think there's one more episode about, like, the pond. I love this shot so much of her reaching for the sun. God. One thing about leaving Florida, man. I miss the sun. It feels like really different now that I'm not there. It doesn't feel like the same sun. I know it sounds silly, but like, man. This is the most precious shot in the whole world of her sleeping with the butterfly, man. Look how cute that is. God, I love it. So cute. Oh, I love this child. She's so freaking adorable. Also, the flowers in the background are gardenias, just for the record, because I grew up around a lot of gardenias, magnolias, honeysuckles, and they are, like, the scent of my childhood. So, like, every time I get a chance to, I will be drawing them. Oh, and oranges, obviously. Lots of citrus stuff. Lots of orange trees, lemon trees, grapefruit trees, Japanese plums, all that good stuff. Man, missing Florida. Never thought I'd say it. I miss Florida. But that was my favorite episode. That's my favorite episode of Persona Project so far is this one. Like, I loved that episode more than anything. This is my second favorite. The one about getting lost. This one is so funny, dude. People in the chat were like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry this happened to you," and I'm like, dude, it's funny. It's supposed to be funny. Am I having an autism moment? Because I thought that this was funny, and everybody says, oh my god, this is so traumatic. This is so sad. I'm so sorry. I'm like, is it sad? Oh, maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know if it's sad. I'm sorry. There's so many times in this project where people will be commenting like, this is the saddest thing I've ever seen in my entire life, and I'm like, I thought this was funny. I'm sorry. I know the livestream chat is off. I don't know why it won't come up. I'm sorry. I'm having technical difficulties with the chat box. It's having a mild stroke, I think, because it's not used to having this many people. The drawer? Just subscribe. I can't tell if it's the drawer or the drawer, but thanks for the banana. Oh, man. Did you watch Gravity Falls? Yes, I did! I watched Gravity Falls! Ah! I did. I like Gravity Falls a lot, actually. Oh, man. But, yeah, apparently everybody thought this was sad. I think it's hilarious. If you couldn't tell, the way I yeeted Wild Child out of the frame. Whoop. Like, come on, man, it's supposed to be funny. We can laugh. Also, I love seeing this woman in agony. Yes. Yes, have a heart attack. Oh, I have such a little vengeful side to me. I can't help it. These people are horrible. Also, I'm so annoyed at the chat right now. By that, I mean very, very specific people. Who in their right mind? I have people commenting constantly that the wolf police officer guy is hot. And I'm like, y'all, they're cops! They're cops! Don't say that! Don't say that! No! Let's not thirst over some random furry cop on the internet, please. Thank you. The point of this is to talk about my childhood, not thirst over random NPCs I make. What the freak is wrong with the internet? But oh my god, I love this little gif of her eating the dirt. Most of the comments in that section were just asking me if the dirt tasted good, and I'm like, dog, it's dirt. It don't taste good. It's dirt. It's dirt. It's dirt. It doesn't It doesn't taste good. I don't know what was wrong with me. I'm sorry. Also, I love this. Of like all of the police being mad at her, and she's like, "Oops, sorry." I just thought this was really funny, and like, people just were so sad about it. I was like, what do you mean? Look how wholesome this is! This is so wholesome! This is so funny and fun, good times! Why sorry if the autism hate and I didn't realize that this was traumatic, everyone. I apologize. I thought it was funny. I like sharing the funny things too, because life isn't all doom and gloom. This one's an interesting one. People were like, very hung up on this face on the tree, and they're like, why is that there? And I'm like, because my Mimi had, like, a lot of weird, like, kind of like garden trinket things, and she did have faces on all of her trees. So, wow, how long have I been in the annoyed expression? I didn't mean to keep that for however long I had that. My bad. But yeah, she just had little trinkets around the garden, like little ceramic frogs and little gnomes and faces on all of her trees. Yeah, she had obviously a lot of interesting things in her house, and I want to like talk about them because they're really cool. So like this one was like a little frog doorstopper thing. I think it was supposed to be a doorstopper. I don't know. It was a weighted stuffed animal thing. I don't know. He was a bizarre little frog, and obviously my Mimi had a lot of statues of Native Americans, and it was like really interesting because like I was never taught about any of that. I made that pretty clear that I was kind of shut out of that part of everything, but it was still really cool to be surrounded by it. And I remember her fireplace, like, super vividly. So she had, like, this big, like, petrified wood clock. Like, I mean, like, this thing was, like, humongous. It was very cool. She also had this really cool, like, iron that I think belonged to, like, her grandmother or mother. And it had, like, words on it. I can't remember what it said, but, like, I did include it. Like, I include so many details that, like, nobody cares about. But this thing is what I care about! This tic-tac-toe. There was a little frog tic-tac-toe set that she had that was, like, frogs and lily pads, and it was my favorite thing ever! I loved that stupid thing! I loved it! And oh god, she had so much frog crap everywhere, like, in her windows, like, every freaking where is frogs everywhere. But yes, I am terrified of deer. I mean, obviously, if you can tell by the way that I drew these horrifying creatures. I don't really want to talk about them all that much because they genuinely make me very uncomfortable. I drew, just some random animals on these. There's nothing symbolic about them. Sometimes I'll hide stuff on there. This part, genuinely, I don't even want to look at. I hate owls so much. They scare the crap out of me. I used to have, consistent nightmares about a white owl, killing me. So, I don't like them. They definitely mean bad things to me. Yes, please don't ask about my parents. I will clarify this just so they'll stop asking. I am in no contact with my parents, and my grandparents, and my aunts, and my uncles, and my cousins. Literally everyone I do not talk to except to my brother. I have gone no contact. I have not contacted my family in about 8 years. So, it's been a very, very long time. Some more recently estranged than others, but with specifically most of my family, it has been 8 years. It has almost been as long as I've been doing YouTube. So, it's so distant. I know it feels like present to you guys because I'm just now sharing all this stuff with you, but it is so distant. Like, this is so distant. It is so distant. Like, I can't tell you how far away these people are. Like, if they are watching my videos, like, I hope that they're shaking in their damn boots. I hope they're fearing for their lives, because the truth will come out and they are going to pay for it, I'm telling you. They are not going to enjoy their lives because they made mine miserable. So, yeah. Am I a little vengeful? Yes. I'm fueled by spite. But you'll see why. I mean, it should be obvious at this point, but yeah. You should see why. Yes, Benjamin, I do have PTSD. I have complex PTSD, actually. I have a lot of things. I have a lot of things. But yeah, don't trust me. They're not around. Don't worry. We're safe. We're good. But yes, about this stupid, dumb, stuffed owl thing. Good lord! My Mimi had this, like, oh god, it's so freaking scary. It was, like, made of wool. It was, like, wool, and had, like, real feathers all over it. I don't think it was owl feathers. Actually, it might have actually, I don't know. I don't know. It was a brown owl, so let me clarify. The brown owls are a little less scary. They're, like, pretty good fortune, I would say. It's the white owls that are really, really bad. But to me, I'm just scared of all owls, mostly. But to her, she was like, you know, white owls, bad. But like any other kind of barn, like not barn owls, no, they're terrifying, holy shit. Like regular owls were fine. So she had one, like, as protection, and it was like on this stick. It was like on this, like, piece of driftwood. It was actually really neat, but like just terrifying. It was huge, like very big.
I hope the number of times kids have bumped their heads at summer camp is enough to buy you french fries for a few days.
Yo!
Also that you're recovering well. I can't stay for the stream cause I'm nannying right now, but the kid says hi.
Oh my god, Busy Dizzy! Oh, thank you, dude. 14 kids have hit their head at summer camp. That's a lot of concussions, man. I hope they're all right. Thank you. I am recovering quite well. It's been a little painful. But I'm managing okay. This is the most I've been on a computer in like a week and a half, so this is crazy. Oh man. But yeah, the owls, terrifying creatures. Do not enjoy them. Oh yeah! Talk about my bucket! My Bob the Builder bucket takes the stage. Welcome, Bob the Builder buckets. I had this stupid bucket. I was so obsessed with at my Mimi's house, and it was just Bob the Builder. And I would go and fill it up with rocks and then come back.
I'd be like, okay, I got all the Oreos in here. I got the Mars rocks in here. I got the like tiger rocks,
which are like the granite ones, and like all these different rocks, and like I love, this is just like a gimmick on my channel, but like I love uncopywriting stuff and making it into something stupid, like Bob Builder. I almost made it Builder Bob, but I was like, nah. So like we just changed things up for like pretty much zero reason other than it's really funny to have spin-offs. Oh, I love the Bob the Builder bucket. I just had to bring it up because nobody talked about it, and when people don't talk about it in the comments, I'm like, well then fine, I'll bring it up on live stream. Oreo rocks, so delicious. I want to eat them so bad. It's just asphalt. It's literally just asphalt, but like, man. Yeah, my Mimi, like, literally did not like me, dog. To be fair, my Mimi did not like anyone. She was, like, really mean. But yeah, I put a little 12 on the clock for a 12 reference. Hey! But that's about all the little sneaky things I have in the Mars Rocks episode. I love putting stuff in these episodes. It's just so fun, because it's just, like, so easy to, because it's my life. Oh, I love this episode! This episode has... Oh, hold on. I gotta take a swig of my Gatorade. Oh, okay. Before I get into this, I knew when I released Boy Oh Boy, when I released that into the world, I knew it was gonna either make the audience or break the audience. It broke a couple people. But the good news is I got to weed them out. Because guess what? Transphobia and homophobia is not allowed here. This is a safe place. So if you feel any kind of way about that, just unsubscribe and have a nice life. Because I will not freaking tolerate people who are against the LGBTQ community. You don't have to, you know, be a part of it and love it and, like, all that good stuff. At least just be passive, for God's sake. Like, if you're actively against it and you want to comment about it and be a jerk about it, guess what? You're not welcome here. So, this episode really drew those people out, man. These people came out of the woodworks and were like, I guess tomboys can't exist anymore. And I'm like, well, you're absolutely wrong about that, first of all. I've spent most of my life as a girl. Because I never questioned it. Because I wasn't in a place to question it. Oh, yo.
For funsies, what are your top 10 stems?
Oh, man. Okay, we're gonna derail the gender topic for just a moment so I can talk about my favorite stems. My favorite stem is to scratch my head. Like, I scratch my head when I'm thinking really hard or when I'm happy. Like, I love moving my fingers through my hair. Scratching my head is my #1 stem. I do it 24/7. Also, thank you, Pink. I just decided to, like, go off. I didn't even thank you. You just got me so excited. I love that. I love doing that so very much. I might do, like, top 5, because, like, I don't stim physically that much. I wasn't allowed to as a kid, so it's, like, a thing that I'm coming into as an adult. So as an adult, I'm like, oh my god. I've always scratched my head, though, even when I was a kid. But yeah, I love scratching my head. I love hand flapping. I love hand flapping a lot. I'll do that when I'm stressed, when I'm happy. I do it for a lot of reasons. I love rocking. I love rocking back and forth. Rocking back and forth is very freaking soothing. I love rocking. I'd say I do that one quite a bit. Like, probably my second most used one. I also love drawing shapes on, like, my shoulder. Like, it's very specific, but I'll, like, draw stars on my shoulder, or circles. Another one I do is I have really naturally curly hair. I'll curl, like, I'll play with my curls, like, I'll twirl them. Twirling my hair. And, trying to think of other ones that I do. I like, rubbing my upper lip, like, either with, like a pen tip. Like, if I have a pen, I'm always rubbing the top of my top lip, like, above, right below my nose. It's like, I'm constantly, like, rubbing my face either with my fingers or, like, water bottle, whatever I'm holding. That's actually from Elmo. That's a stim I got from Elmo. Do I listen to music to stim? I don't really. I don't think so. Oh, hello?
I did some research on owl and deer folklore to see why your grandma was scared of that stuff, and there's genuinely some scary folklore. I now understand.
Yes, Spread Queen. Also, just a general PSA, I've had to remove quite a few comments. There is a specific native creature that you should not say the name of, and I don't even want to see people typing it in my chat. So it can be really hard to, like, say, hey, don't say this without saying it, but it is a very scary deer creature from native culture that you're not supposed to say the name of. It starts with a W, and I would very, very, very much prefer that we do not say it, because even saying the word or seeing the word is really scary. So if we could refrain from doing that, that would be wonderful. I know that you guys are like, oh, I know what creature you're talking about, it's the this, and, like, just don't say it. Just don't say it, don't say its name, because it's part of the problem. So let's not be a part of that, please. Silly Spook, that's a great question. I'm gonna answer that in just a moment. What did the future characters sound like? The future characters, it's a hard thing to say, because I haven't really experimented with how they're going to sound yet. Wild Child is very easily, because, like, I can do, like, a very easy, like, young female voice. But, like, I'm like, Okay, guys, that wasn't an invitation to guess what the creature is in the chat. I'm just putting that out there. Please, let's not talk about the scary creature anymore. I'm talking about voices. Yeah, not a lot of people know that you're not supposed to say it. You're really not supposed to say it. It's very uncomfortable. But yeah, but now you know, now you've learned, so let's be better now. What was I saying? Voices. For Blackbird, I'm thinking of doing, like, a little bit of Wild Child's voice, but honestly going a little bit more snarky with it. Like, maybe even a little more nasally with it, because, like, Blackbird is kind of a brat. And then, for Parker, I really want to do, like, a deeper kind of, like, anime protagonist boy voice, because, like, he definitely thinks that he is an anime protagonist. And then, for Holly, I'm just gonna do my YouTuber voice that I did in the very beginning when I thought that I was just a little girly girl, and I was just so happy and everything was fine. And then for Hailey, I'm gonna drop my voice very deep, and I'm just gonna go right down here, and she's just gonna be a very calm and gentle kind of character. And then Robin, I'm just gonna kind of go with mostly my voice, because Robin is the current era, so that is kind of the range I'm going for, but it's not set or final yet. Blackbird is gonna represent age 9 through, I believe, 12. Yeah, she's 9 through 12. So that's our next era. Get ready for that. Oh shit, I can't prepare you for her. She's just a little girly girl. I hate it. I hate her so much. What was wrong with me? Anyways, my least favorite era is Holly. Not H-A-W-L-E-Y, but H-O-L-L-Y. Like cat version Holly? No, thank you. She was crazy. Not in the good way. Alright, so back to what I was talking about with the gender episode. Yeah, we got a lot of people to come out of the woodworks and be like, oh, but you were born a girl, so guess what? You're a girl. And I was like, guess what? You're banned, idiot. Get freaking banned. Get freaking wrecked. So, we got a lot of those people out of the crowd, which is wonderful. And I'm very happy about that, so. It's just one of these very, you know, common things I feel a lot of AFAB people deal with is the, why can't I take off my shirt? Question mark? That's basically what this whole episode is about, is Wild Child being like,
well, this is stupid.
And I'm like, yeah, it is stupid. And she's like,
It's stupid!
I'm like, yeah, it's stupid! And we'll sit there and be like, this is dumb as freak. But, oh.
Sorry to mention, but the thing whose name shouldn't be said is not a dear creature. That's a product of the Western caricature and appropriation of the evil guy. They're more specifically a person who transformed from the act of cannibalism.
Oh my god, that's so important to know. Thank you! Pink, let's go! Thank you! I say dear creature because I know that that's the thing that most people will be able to get it by, but yeah, it is technically a really horrifying, like, person. So, yeah. Thank you for that. It's very, very good information. The internet definitely needs to be aware. But it's okay to mention it because it's really important, so yes, thank you. Wild Child hating the shirt, because, you know, autism. I hate clothes. I hate things touching my freaking skin at all times. I hate it. I do not enjoy wearing clothes. I have a very, very small wardrobe that I wear. It sucks. I freaking hate that I have to do it. Like, I'm mad. I do not enjoy any part of society, that makes me have to conform like this. But Wild Child obviously didn't give a flying crap. I love this.
Overalls.
So cute. What are you wearing?
Overalls.
The most autistic answer ever. And she's so right for being mad about it. I don't know. Also, side note on the animation, nobody noticed this and I'm mad, but she's eating this banana. And she freaking gets so mad, she squeezes the banana out of the peel, and you literally can see it fly off the screen. Goes bloop. Freaking literally animated the banana flying out of the peel. She freaking squeezed it so hard it went boink. And I was like, how come no one talked about this? That's funny as freak. So like, I love that detail. And I loved this. I loved doing the, oh wow, I still have some layers like on. That's crazy. I loved doing the pause animation. That was really fun. And I loved me crying in the background. It was a very fun episode. I thought that was a fun one, man. I thought that was a fun one. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like as like a kid, I like didn't like gender. Obviously, like I don't know a lot of people who do, except the normies. But I don't, and I just have to say like I don't know. It's good to question it. I feel like it's healthy to be like, hey, this thing that I've been forced into this box my entire life. Is it the box I'm comfortable living in the rest of my life, or should I go to a different box? Like, you don't know until you, like, try or at least think about it. Like, I don't know why people aren't more open to it. It's just like, oh, well, what if you're more comfortable that way? Or, like, what if you learn something about yourself? Like, I don't know. To me, I'm like, hey, me being genderqueer is really cool, and I'm very proud of how far I've come. This was just, like, some of, like, the examples that I'm like, hey, like, I don't know if this was normal, man. Like, I wanted to be a boy really bad most of my life, and I'm like, man, that sure is not the average experience I'm noticing. It seems to be the trans mask experience, and it's like, huh, so, like, it's really interesting. I just like to point out the moments in my life where I'm like, hey, these were times where I thought differently. So yeah, that was like basically this entire episode was just like, here's a silly tale about how I just wanted to be just like my dad, just didn't want to wear a shirt, but I wasn't allowed because society said no. Here's the episode that wrecks everybody's soul. Love this one. We're gonna talk about Hero, which is the one where my dad rescues my stuffed animal. This was kind of a memory that was told to me. Oh, jeez. The audio was on. But yeah, this is kind of a memory that was told to me. I do remember vague parts of it, but like, it was mostly like an endearing tale that my family would be like, oh, your dad went back and got your Elmo from that arcade and blah blah blah. Like, it was just like everybody held him on such a pedestal for that one particular thing he did, which is interesting. But yeah, oh, I had so many cameos in the bedroom. Hold on, I gotta show you guys. Where's the, there we go. I'm gonna do a whole episode about this lamp. It's like this moon and star lamp. Oh, just you wait. It's a funny episode. I can't wait. I love that lamp. This little bear snow globe, it means something really bad, and you guys are gonna be like crying when you realize what that's about. This pillow also is bad. This little goofy air clown, oh my god. Okay, my room, this is so weird. My room was clown themed when I was a kid. I don't know why, but I was, just tormented as a kid and surrounded by clowns. I had one on a swing that hung right above my bed, and like, when the fan was on, it would make noise because it had like a music box on the inside. Freaking terrifying. Every now and then it would just do a couple like bling 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 kind of notes in the middle of the damn night, and I'd be like, what the literal hell, dude? Like, I was never like scared of them, but I was just definitely unsettled. Like, it was just like, okay. yeah, gamers, no venting. Please. Let's keep it positive. While I am talking about some heavy stuff every now and then, I would like to, you know, say, yeah, it's great to vent, but not here. Find somewhere else. There's plenty of places to do it. This is just not the place. I'm telling my story at this time, and it's a little disrespectful to be like, oh, well, here's my story dumping on top of yours. And I'm like, hey, man, like, this is part of my processing. You can do your processing somewhere else. Thank you. It'd be very appreciative if you could do that. Yo, I'm your favorite YouTuber story animator. That's crazy. How could you put me up there with, like, Jaden Animations? That's crazy. I love Jaden Animations. Oh, man. But yeah, there's a couple of, like, clowns in here. You'll find a lot of clowns in my room as I go on to tell stories. But yeah, oh man, did anybody else get laundry basket rides as kids? Man, I freaking love laundry basket rides. Dude, my dad would, like, scoop me up in that thing and, like, roller coaster me around the house. Holy shit, it was so much fun! I loved it! I was like, ah, this was so fun! I used to, like, beg my dad, like, every day, like, laundry basket, laundry basket, laundry basket! He'd be like, ah, okay, fine! I'd be like, yeah! And we'd, like, go, and it was so much fun, man. Man, every time, okay, I just have to, like, point this little detail out as well. Every time, like, I am, like, narrating this stuff, if I start crying when I'm narrating it, I animate myself crying. Like, if I'm like, geez, that got some tears out of me, I will, like, animate myself crying. So, like, if I'm narrating and I'm crying, just know I'm actually crying. Like, I'm actually crying when I'm saying what I'm saying. If I'm crying on screen, I'm crying for realsies. Oh yeah, here's your little, some people pointed out, I put little like, Easter eggs. Oh, yippee! I love hearing that noise. Welcome, Borking-chan. Persona Project blows up overnight. Creator has a heart attack and cries. Yippee! Amanda Sparks. How fun. I love the little yippies. But yeah, it's, like, really funny, like, this whole sequence. I was honestly really nervous about this episode, I'm not gonna lie to you, because I had to voice the dad, and I was like, ah, people are gonna hate this, because, like, because I get really self-conscious about my voice. I feel like my voice is my #1 thing that tells people that I'm AFAB, and it makes me a little uncomfortable. Even though I don't have the most feminine voice, it's still, like, for whatever reason, people could be like, oh, you're AFAB, I can tell because your voice, and I'm like, I hate that so much. But I had to voice my dad, and it was a very weird sensation being like, I gotta kind of speak like my dad and deepen my voice, and, like, I actually did end up pitching it a little bit with some audio editing, because I was like, dude, like, I can't speak the way he does and keep the deepness and all that, so I'm like, I'm doing voice training stuff, so but I know, I have a great voice, I love my voice, but I'm just, man, it was hard, it was scary. I was like, are people not gonna take this seriously because it's my voice? Like, just because I don't have a voice actor for the dad? Like, because I don't want voice actors in this, because it's really important that it's just really important that my voice is literally being heard the entire time, you know what I mean? Because it's my story. So, like, that's why I find it so important that I use my voice. So, I was like, okay, I got over it, I posted it, I was really nervous, I was just waiting for the comments to line up and be like, ew! Why is a girl voicing the dad? Ugh. And, like, nobody said that, and I was like, thank God. Thank God my anxiety was wrong. So that was cool, and people are just like, oh yeah, they loved the part when he was like, oh, she chewed off the nose of the Elmo. Like, I thought that was funny, and I was like, yeah! Yeah! They care about the joke and not the voice! That makes me so happy. Oh, there's my little Elmo. I don't have a picture of what he looks like right now. My brother currently has my Elmo, because when I moved across the country, I only brought, like, a few things with me. And so he held on to my precious little Elmo for me, and he's gonna give it to me next time we see each other. My brother doesn't live where I live anymore, so it's like we gotta wait to get Elmo back. But as soon as I get Elmo back, I'll take a picture and show you guys and be like, Elmo's back in the building, dude! I love that little man. He's so goofy looking, I love drawing him. He's so cute, I freaking love my Elmo. I decided to spare the audience the gruesome, like, actual way that he looks. Because the black in his eyes are gone and his nose is torn off and he looks horrifying in real life. And I'm like, I'm just gonna make him look cute in Persona Project so people aren't like, what the hell? So yeah, I will show you guys when I have Elmo back what he looks like. I'm so glad everybody loves him as much as I do. I love that stupid little dumb little guy. I love him. Then the Chevy. We're in the Chevy. Oh yeah. Yeah. My dad. Oh my god. This is referencing a specific memory I have that made me just laugh so hard. My dad. How do I tell this memory without animating it? Hold on, let me start a new project. Let me, like, attempt to, like, animate what this looks like. My dad would take Elmo, right? Like, here's Elmo. He'd, like, take Elmo and stand him up, and then he'd be like, turn Elmo around and shake his little booty. He shake his little booty. He like so like that's what I was remembering in this like memory was like that my dad would sit there and hold my Elmo by the arms and like make his little booty shake and it'd make me laugh so hard. I thought it was the funniest thing on planet Earth. So oh man, it's such a sweet thing. I loved that memory so much. And like the end of it, I know like crushed everybody's souls because they're like, what do you mean for a little bit? Why is he not your hero right now? And I'm like, well, you'll find out. And then I hit you with the next episode. Oh god! The next episode's fireworks. So I'm gonna put that content warning back up because, oh my freaking lord, have mercy on my soul. Yeah, this one's something else. I have a very, obviously, hold on. Sad, there we go. I have a very strong feeling about fireworks. It should be quite obvious, from the episode. I don't like them. I've never liked them. I've never liked them at all. I can't tell you just how uncomfortable fireworks make me. But, where's episode 28? Samantha, it's in my eyeballs. And one of those eyeballs currently does not work. I got eye surgery. I can't make episodes right now. I'm doing my very best to, basically, I can only be on the computer for so long before I get a crippling migraine. Because the screens are very bright. So it is a very slow process right now. So we're just gonna do some other stuff. I rigged a, little wild child PNG tuber. And we're gonna do some wild child Q&A. It'll be really fun. We have other stuff we're gonna do until I can get back to drawing again. It's very slow right now, though. But yeah, fireworks. Bad times. I loved animating the fireworks, however. That was fun. Look how freaking fun. Whee! But I cannot stress to you how much this would affect me. Do you still have hearing sensitivity? Yes, Tom. Absolutely. Actually, I've recently gotten noise suppressants, and they have changed my life. They have changed my life! Z-Wolf, I have decreased my volume all the way to the lowest and it still hurts. It does not matter what it is. My eyes are dilated, man. They are absorbing light. It is painful. I don't feel like I need to explain that. Just trust me, I can't work. But yes, the fireworks were sucky, but I did get, loops, they're called, I got. And they help reduce sound. I could now go to the movies in the arcade. And I could probably go to a concert, but there's still other things about concerts that I don't like. But like, oh man, I can wear them in the car and it reduces all that like sound that cars make constantly when you're in them. Oh, it's so nice. It's like, the sound of wind isn't like in my ears. It's like, it feels like wind and it's like soft and it doesn't hurt and like, it's so nice. Like, noise suppressants have been so freaking helpful. I'm hoping to get more. Cause, oh man, I need them. Oh, what happened to my eye? My retina became detached in my right eye. So I had to get surgery to get it fixed. And as the retina was detached, it started to make me go blind. But luckily, by October, my vision should be fully back and the blind spots might be gone. I don't know if they are yet, but we're gonna find out. But yes, the noise is just honestly the worst part of the fireworks for me. It's the sound. It's because I live in America. And if you live in America, you know that gunshots sound very similar to fireworks. So every time you hear fireworks, it's like, well, there's a thought in the back of my mind that's like, well, somebody could be shooting somebody and we would never know because there's fireworks going off and they sound the exact same. So it's like a really scary fear of just, I feel like the sound just triggers me really bad because it just sounds like gunshots and I don't like that. I've had not good experience with guns. I'm just gonna say that right off the bat. It reminds me of guns, and I don't like that. It also kills the environment. That makes me even more sad. I can't tell you how many times as a wild child I would spend hours going around the yard in the neighborhood, picking up, like, dead, burnt fireworks off the ground, and, like, trying to save the planet, because I hated it. I hated it. So, like, and this is a fear of fire. I've always had a fear of fire, like, burning up our house. Like, I've always been scared of our house catching on fire. So, like, all of these things combined were just, like, it was all my fears. And also, I have to just say, like, I know not a lot of media has hand stimming. I know not a lot of media has a lot of good representation of autism. But me, I stim when I'm really upset, too. Like, it's not just, like, a when I'm happy or just, like, thinking really hard. It's, like, when I'm really upset, I'm the autistic kid that hits themselves, unfortunately. Like, I will punch myself, like, really hard. Like, on my legs. Like, I will just, like, punch myself. And, like, I didn't want to exemplify that in this video. I decided to show the hand flapping, because that's a little bit more neutral, but in reality, when I'm deeply upset, I am hitting myself, and it's a really, I didn't want to have to put another, like, content warning for, like, self-harm, but, like, it is a pretty common thing that autistic people do, and I don't really have that much control over it either. Like, it sucks, and, like, I've gotten a lot of help with it, but, like, at the end of the day, it's like a reflex, so it's really hard. And, like, I just really wanted to put that out there, that, like, it's a very common experience, and it's not easy to control, and, like, I'm sorry if you have to experience it too, but, like, just know that you're not alone, and, like, I've been trying to switch to the hand flapping instead, and it's been working pretty well, instead of, like, the hitting. I'm like, okay, flap, flap, no hitting, and, like, it's hard to think about that, though, when, like, you're really deeply upset and triggered. So, like, I don't blame myself. And, like, there's nothing I can really do about it. It's my coping mechanism. But, like, it's, like, I can't work on it when I'm feeling well, you know? it's, yeah, it's a tough thing. We're talking about tough things. It's a tough episode. It's the one time my dad decided to be extremely unsafe, and I went a little hard on this. Like, the shadow was, like, very dramatic. I'm like, what? I don't remember doing that, but, like, that's really scary. But no, this really happened. Like, my dad sure did strap me into a car seat and forced me to do something against my will. Like, it's very sad, and, like, it's super, super bad, and obviously wrong, and, like, I got hurt. Like, I literally got hurt. Like, I remember standing on the side of the house with an ice pack as my dad was throwing stuff in the trash and was like, "This is all your fault. You wasted all my money. We're just trying to have fun." And, you know, he was, like, yelling and, like, throwing stuff, and I was, like, crying, and I felt so bad, and, like, my birther wasn't around. I don't know where she was, actually. That's a good question. I don't even know where she was. She was inside. I don't know why she wasn't. I mean, actually, that makes total sense. Why would she be a part of this? Why would she be a part of anything? But yeah, my mother wasn't around, so it was like, when I came inside, I was, like, crying. I had, like, blood and, like, pain, and she's like, "What the hell is going on?" And my dad's all like, "Wow, apparently we can't have fun," and, like, it was just like, whoa, man, relax. Like, I feel like this was the first instance you really actually saw what he's like. Because it's like, of course, as a child, I, like, saw him as my hero, I saw him as a good person, it was very black and white. But, like, people aren't black and white. That's a very hard thing for this like, audience to understand. I have so many people commenting being like, "Oh my god, make up your mind, your characters are so confusing. One second they're nice and the next they're not. That's not how characters work. They're not consistent." And I'm like, dog, they're real people. That's why they're not consistent. Real people are not consistent, especially when they're freaking abusers. Like, I'm sorry if that's shocking to you, and I'm sorry that sucks for you to have to deal with, but, like, hey, it sucks for me to deal with too. They're very gray. Like, people that hurt you love you too, and it's a really very, 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 very complex and hard thing to deal with. That's why it's called complex trauma. So it's very important that you see one episode, this is the best guy ever, and then the next episode, this is the worst guy ever, because that's exactly what my life was like. It was flip-flop, flip-flop, flip-flop. And, like, I know I'm not alone in this. I've seen so many comments of people being like, "Oh my god, me too," and I'm like, this is insane that we've all been through this, like, and just, oh man, I just had to put it out there that, like, hey, this guy isn't freaking perfect. Nobody's freaking perfect, but, like, the extent that they go to be very good and very bad is pretty extreme. Like, but not your average good and bad. Oh yes, I love this episode. Okay, I love talking about it. This one hit so many people so hard, and I didn't expect it to. I'm gonna take the content warning off, I think, and we're gonna go back to being a little happy, because most of the stuff is very gentle. So, the topic of being spoiled. When when you grow up in a situation that I grew up in, you get told a lot of lies. You get told a lot of lies, and one of those forms of lies was gift giving. It was like love bombing. It was like, "Oh, well, don't think about that! Look at this nice thing!" Or they would do something really horrible, and then they would go, "Oh, but we put clothes on your back, food in your stomach, and a roof over your head, so you can't be sad when I hit you." And it's like, what? Like, as an adult, you look back and go, what? That's crazy of a concept to, like, expect a child to understand. But, like, to us as kids, it was just like, yeah, it makes sense. Like, yeah, my mom bought me toys. Yeah, sure. She can do whatever she wants. Apparently, if you buy me toys, you can do whatever you want to me. Which is a really horrible lesson to walk away with as an adult. God damn. But yeah, because I was being distracted. I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one that was being distracted. It seems to be a very generational thing. I think our entire generation went through some degree of this, where it was just like, our parents were busy, our parents were absent, our parents were dismissive or neglectful or abusive, and instead they decided, oh, but you have the coolest toys, you have moon shoes, you have a trampoline, you have a swing set. What else is cool? I don't know, silly bands. You guys have everything. You know, oh, I never had this stuff when I was a kid. I didn't even have the internet. You guys have the internet. So it's like, whoa, like, it's just so crazy to, like, think about the amount of stuff they held over our head. It's like, dang, dude, like, stuff they shouldn't be holding over our head either. I don't know about you guys. My parents held the fact that they fed me over my head like they didn't have to, which is bullshit. Because that's child abuse. If you don't feed your child. Semi-rant, sorry, but like, dang, dude. Don't ever let anybody in your life, especially if you're like a minor or you're dependent on somebody, do not let those people tell you that you are not entitled to food, clothing, and a roof. Because that's a basic human goddamn right, especially when somebody is in charge of caregiving for you. That is not something they can be super proud of for providing. That is the bare goddamn minimum, and I will say it till the end of time. This is the bare minimum. Loving your kid shouldn't be the bare minimum, but apparently it is for a lot of people. So, yes, that was my semi-rant about the spoiled aspect. I do want to talk about a couple of these really fun details. The drum set's in the living room, the surfboard's in the living room, you can see the half door, you can see the TV that appears in so many more episodes. It's like, I love showing off the rooms and having the consistent items in the rooms from all the other episodes. So you guys be like, oh my god, that's from this episode! But like, yeah. The stupid, oh, I love animating bubbles, dude. Bubbles are my favorite thing to animate. Like, look at this. Broop. Love that shit. Broop. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved this fish tube thing. I don't know what it is, but I'm super determined to get one in, like, my adult life. I would just love to do that. Oh, man. But yeah, I love this episode because it exemplifies, like, just, I don't know, there's like an interesting undertone to this episode, right? Because you hear Wild Child and she's like, we have all this cool stuff because we live in the 90s, and it's like, awesome, yeah, cool. And then it's like, my dad's building a band room. Okay. Interesting, because the playground episode came way later, so we prioritized building a band room for my dad over a playset for me. You know, think about it that way. Like, it's the background stuff of, like, my parents were just selfish people. Like, we didn't have a couch in our living room because my dad had to have his drum set. Like, huh? How does that make sense? You know, it's like stuff that, like, you don't, like, Wild Child looks at this with so much wonder, like, I got to be a dinosaur and, like, carry buckets with my mouth because I'm normal. Like, no, you're not, first of all. And, like, that's, like, her wonder of it all is, like, I got to be a dinosaur and help my dad make a very cool room for all of his stuff. How awesome! And it's, like, I'm just sitting there staring at it as an adult being like, dude, that's so crazy. Like, man made his own, like shed for all of his things because his things were cramming up our space. Like, you'll learn more about this later, but like my dad was a hoarder, and my mom a little bit too, but my dad was like way more of a hoarder. So this is like kind of like a weird undertone slash foreshadowing to like the hoarding situation that I was about to be in. So it's really fascinating because, like, when you live your life, there is no symbolism, there's no foreshadowing, it's just your day-to-day life. Like, you wake up, you do stuff, you go to sleep. But like upon reflection, I like to give my life meaning. I like to look back and be like, no, the signs were there, look. They're there. Like, the hoarding stuff, like, it's always been there. We just didn't pay attention to it because we were living in it, and you don't notice it when you're living in it. So, yeah, so, like, then I just thought it was really fun how it's like, sometimes I get to put my bouncy house in there, and it's like, oh, not many kids had their own bouncy house. Huh. Interesting. So it's like, that's like, whoa, that's like rich kid shit right there, you know? Like, oh man, you had your own bouncy house? Like, so many people were like, damn, you're lucky. And I'm like, I was lucky. That was kind of crazy. Like, we had a bouncy house, and it was just for me. Like, my dad didn't believe in renting those things. He just, like, was like, nah, we're just gonna own one. And I was like, dang, alright. So, I had a bouncy house, but I wasn't allowed to use it all the time because of all the other stuff. Like, it was like, they were always a priority before me. Like, their things were just more important. So it was like, I didn't get to play on my bounce house all the time, but when I did, I really enjoyed it. And I thought I was, you know, everybody says I was spoiled. And Wild Child's like super confused about that, because Wild Child's like,
hey, wait a minute. I remember being hit and dragged across the floor and being starved and having a half door and being strapped into a car seat, and
it's like,
oh, maybe I'm not spoiled.
Like, you know, maybe I'm not spoiled. Like, maybe I'm being distracted. Maybe I have nice things like Elmo. But, like, dog? Like, look. Like, this is me being like, look, girl. Like, you have my nanny and papa with the gift bombing, my dad with the whole support of the entire family, my mother who is obsessed with photographing me, which we'll get into because this is dangerous territory. But like, then you like see it and what it really is, and it's, oh, mom is on the phone. Mom doesn't give any crap about me. Dad's an alcoholic. Grandparents are literally hiding evidence of crimes, of death, of their own grandkids. Man, no wonder why they loved me so much, you know? It starts to make sense, and like, it sucks. It sucks realizing that. It sucks being like, cause like, oh, I have old live streams on my channel that I've looked back at, and I like cringe, because I'm sitting there going, yeah, oh my god, I was just such a crazy, unruly kid. They just didn't know what to do with me. Oh wow, I was so misbehaved. I was such a spoiled brat. They bought me so much stuff. It was ridiculous. I had so much stuff. And I'm like, girlfriend, open your eyes. like open your eyes. You were not an unruly kid. You were autistic and they ignored it. You were not spoiled, you were distracted. And it's like all of this and really important reflection that's taken my entire life to realize. So like, I'm glad I can share this crap, because I'm glad that you guys can also kind of learn alongside with me and be like, dang, maybe I was spoiled too, in the sense of I was being distracted. And like, I apologize to the bajillions of people who have in that comment section since realized that their childhood was a lie. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I had to be the one to tell you, but yeah, I mean, better late than never. Oh, here goes my legs falling asleep again. God damn it. Oh, I have to stand up. I'm too little for most chairs. I'm very small for it just in real life. So like, most chairs are very uncomfortable. Okay, so the next episode we're gonna talk about is Baptized, which has brought in another crowd that I've had to ban. Which I want to say right now, if you're Christian or you're religious, you're welcome here. You're fine. Like, just keep it to a minimum, you know? Like, be respectful, live and let live, and you can live, you know? But if you're gonna come in here and be Christian and force that on everybody, guess what? That's not happening. I am extremely respectful of people's religion. I was very religious as a kid, obviously. Look at, hello, I went to church freaking every Sunday with my grandparents. And that was really cool because my parents were not religious. My mother is a sadist. My mother literally worships Satan. So, yeah, so that was interesting that she even allowed me to go to church, but, like, she wanted me to have my own religious freedom. Like, despite her being a horrible fucking person, she really wanted me to have my own freedom, which was cool. And, like, my dad is just, like, I feel like he was Christian, but, like, just kind of chill about it. Like, he didn't really care. Like, he didn't go to church or anything, but he had his own relationship with God. And, like, I thought that was cool, man. I was like, yeah, like, this is slay, you know? And then my grandparents kidnapped me and baptized me behind my parents' back. And then it went all cattywampus.
Most people don't realize, but PetPyves is actually 4 inches tall and sounds like a dog toy, but it's 100% true.
I can become a squeaky toy. Pink, that's so funny. Also, hold on, I have to listen to that again. Can I do that again, please? Hold on.
Most people don't realize, but PetPyves is actually 4 inches tall and sounds like a dog toy, but
I
it's
thought it said
100%
that!
true.
Why did it, like, censor the word peeves? It was like pet peeve. Like, my name isn't, like, a censored word. Pet peeves. Pet peeves. Hello? Watch it. Oh, it's so funny. I love the text-to-speech thing. It's so grody. Oh, that's so funny. Anyways. What religion was I? This is a very weird, hard thing for me.
If you're forcing religion onto someone, you ain't doing religion right.
Right, Red Queen Slay. You're so right for that. But, like, I don't really understand what religion I was a part of, I'm not gonna lie to you, because it doesn't make any sense to me. I thought we were Baptists. I don't know. Christian something. I have no idea. Because it was just so confusing. I think we were, I could not answer. I'm trying to think. Hold on. My photographic memory. I had this tiny little orange pocket Bible that I carried everywhere. What did it say? It might have been Protestant. I don't know. I'm trying to remember there's like gold words and I'm like, brain, focus on that. Can't remember what it said. I have no idea. I have no idea what my religion used to be. I was really young when I was religious and therefore I don't really remember a lot of it. Also, religion was really traumatic for me and I kind of try to not remember it if I can. I went through a lot of stuff, so I don't know what I am. Maybe you guys can help me figure it out, because, like, you guys seem a lot more, with it. I don't understand religion that much. I definitely separated myself a lot from it after everything that happened to me. But you'll see what happens. I'm gonna show it in 4K. Just give it some time once my eye heals up. But yeah, like, religion is totally chill here. Like, I don't mind everybody being religious or whatever. Like, just as long as we are respectful, it's like slay. Awesome. Like, I think it's a really great thing. Being raised Christian has left me with some pretty damn good morals and ideals, all things considered. Considering what it could have been, I walked away pretty good. So I'm like, hey, it's not a terrible thing. Definitely a thing of, as long as we're respectful, I think it's beautiful. So I'm not religious anymore, to clarify. I am not religious. I'm an atheist now, but that still doesn't mean that I don't, you know, love and respect religions, and there is like a whole just complex thing I have with God, and you'll find out. There's a whole angsty arc in Blackbird's era about God, and you will find out exactly what happened and what went wrong. But yeah, as for the little cameos in this episode, let's take a peek-sees. The the little dress. I love Wild Child's little dress. She's so cute, but she had to wear shoes and she was mad. This little reference is Clifford the big red dog reference. If you like it, Clifford. It was my brother's like special interest growing up. It was so cute. And, oh god, I love Clifford so much, dude. But that was like a tiny subtle reference to Clifford. It's like really obscure. I love this so much. The and she like sits there. This was interesting, right? I don't know how to describe this because this memory is faint. It's like faint because I was 2, so it's like I said, when like my memories are like aged or like really traumatic, they dim. Like my memories are literally dark. It's like hard to see. It's really bizarre. It's a weird thing. I don't understand how to describe other than it just looks like a filter was put over it and the darkness is just really amped up. But uwu lol, you can draw fan art. You can draw fan art of me, of Holly, like me as Holly. You can draw like any of my other characters from my other shows. Just be really careful with Persona Project. You can draw me as like the eras, so like Wild Child and Blackbird and Parker, Holly, Hailey, and Robin. And my pets, you can draw my pets, absolutely. I've been seeing that a lot in the comments, and I was like, of course you can draw my pets, oh my god, please draw my pets. But no other people. No other characters, please. Not my parents, not my grandparents. They're real people, and it's very weird if people are drawing them. Like, it just feels kinda gross, so let's not do that. But fan art is super rad, and you can put it up on my website. I have a website, petpyvesanimation.com. You can go to there's like a fan page. You can post fan art there. But yeah, my memories of this are very distant. But I do remember that this church I was at had like, it was a giant church. And it was like, they had screens where they were like doing like a projector type thing where they were like projecting, because like it was like humongous. I can't even describe to you how big it was. Like you couldn't see the people on the stage, so they would like project like with cameras what was going on in the stage to like blow up the image to like show you what was going on. So like that's what that big screen is in the background with Wild Child on it. It's like the camera that's like focused on her. Because I remember being on the big screen and being like,
whoa, I'm on TV.
Sorry if it scared you when I said your username. You are in the you are in the chat right now. Like, I don't know what you expect. I'm sorry. And the stairs! Okay, I know everybody and their mother climbed the stairs on all fours, because I did that shit, and who didn't? Who didn't climb the stairs on all fours? That's all I have to say. This is a... is this content warning territory? I'm not sure. Maybe it is here. I'll put up the content warning just to be safe. Content warning, I'm gonna be talking about... child photography, to put it very gently. You're gonna learn throughout this project that cameras are just, they become increasingly uncomfortable. And I've already snuck a lot of cameras in. I've already snuck a lot of cameras in the background. They're just cameras, because yippee! I don't know who just described, but yippee! Thank you for that. But cameras are they make me pretty uncomfortable, so just as a general PSA, we're gonna get into some really not fun stuff, man, when it comes to cameras, so especially when drawing my characters, be pretty careful when it comes to like things that are obviously triggering to me, like fireworks, cameras, stuff like that. Like, I really am not, if I'm in a public place and like someone snaps like a photo, and it's not even of me, just seeing the flash will make, like, literally send me into a panic sweat. Like, my whole body has a reaction. It's like, it's not a good feeling. So, I was photographed a lot as a kid, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. You can fill in the gaps of make some sad assumptions if you must, but the cameras are on purpose, and they are, you know, for warning about something that is to come. Which sucks. Also, everybody in the comments was like, dude, that's just waterboarding, and I was like, yeah, it literally was, and like, some people were like, what, you got a towel over your face? And I was like, yeah, I think it was because I didn't know how to, like, swim or hold my breath yet, so they were just like, ah, here's one way to do it. So that's what that was all about. Man, this whole experience was so bizarre. It's like, all I remember is being dunked in and being dunked out, and everybody was like, yay! And I was like, yay? Question marks. And then, like, I was so confused. This was really fun, too. I love this. This is the most autistic thing that Wild Child's ever done. It makes me so happy. It's just like the, well, don't tell anybody because we kidnapped you, and that would be very bad. And then Wild Child's like,
I won't tell anybody. Hi, Mom, here's exactly what happened.
I'm like, god damn. I love her. She's so unhinged, dude. She really just said,
well, I know Nanny just told me not to say this, but I'm going to tell it anyway. I'm like, what?
Girl. Girl, what? And like, of course, my birther's like, oh my god, what? Oh man. She was so pissed. Oh my god. I think she, like, there was like a huge phase where like my mother didn't want to speak to my grandparents because of this. Like, it was that upsetting to them. I was like, oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, last couple episodes we're gonna talk about for today. This, man, y'all, I just gotta stand up and salute to you. Y'all made me feel so loved in this shoelaces episode. Like, I didn't realize that this was, like, such a universal experience. Like, I didn't realize that we all have very quietly never understood how to tie our shoes. Like, why don't we talk about that? Like, oh my god, it's like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people who are like, yeah, same, I can't tie my shoes, or I learned how to tie my shoes super late, or I just use strap-on shoes, or Velcro, or I just use, like, I'm like, how many of us were not taught that very basic life skill? Like, how many of us didn't have parents, man? Like, or teachers, or like somebody, and like there's so many people telling stories of how they learned how to tie shoes, and I was like, man, I'm so glad I'm not alone, because I used to be really embarrassed that like it took me a very long time to learn. I do know how to tie them now, and it's just like, every time I do tie them though, I think about the struggle I went through, because I didn't have anybody to teach me, and I remember being so frustrated, because I was like, everybody else my age can do this, why can't I do this? I feel stupid. I was dyslexic as fuck, so that's probably why, but like, I just couldn't get it, and it was so nice to hear, like, hundreds of people just be like, oh my god, same. I'm like, man, there's so much comfort in that. There's so much comfort in that. Just knowing that I could think of all of us, like, the population of that chat was like 500 comments or something, and it's like, can you imagine all of us as kids in an auditorium? All 500 of us in an auditorium. And it's like, there's like a banner drops from the stage that says, it's okay, you can't tie your shoes. Like, damn, we all needed to hear that. Like, why does anybody talk about how hard this is? And like, I don't know, it just brought me so much comfort, and I didn't know I needed that comfort. I was just telling a silly story about how my dad, like, quote-unquote, burned my shoes, and I didn't expect the feedback to be so supportive. So, like, thank you for that. It really, really genuinely warms my heart when I hear so many people were like, me too, and I'm like, oh my god, that's awesome. Oh yeah, if you never caught this little cameo, or this little Easter egg, shoe tying for kids with absent parents. It was this book I had that had real shoelaces, like, in the inside of the book to, like, teach you how to, like, tie it. I hated that book. It was the book that was in the back of my parents' car, that they would be like, read that book every time we're in the car and you'll learn how to tie your shoes. And I'm like, that's not working. I can't read. Ugh. Aw. Thank you, Pomeranian Princess. I will not give up. If you've been in my channel for any amount of time, you should know that I am a go-getter and will go down in absolute flames before I stop working on something. I am very determined. Also, I just love this picture of Wildchild, just like... I really want to do a silly video where I cut up Persona Project and just do like a Persona Project out of context, and it's just like all these moments that are just so funny out of context. Poor thing.
I'm too accident prone, whatever that means.
Poor thing. You know what's funny is that I'm actually not accident prone in real life. Like, the person that birthed me was like, oh, you're so accident prone, you're so, like, she always made up stuff about me that was just genuinely not true. And, like, just literally couldn't become a self-fulfilling prophecy because I'm not clumsy, dog. Like, everybody who knows me, I am, like, the most careful, gentle, like, balanced person. Like, I don't break anything. I don't stumble very much unless my vision is messed up. I mean, obviously, like, right now I have an eye patch and I'm running everything, but, like, my depth perception be a little off, but, like, I'm not accident prone, so But, like, yeah, my dad was like, oh, we can fix this, and I was like, awesome. I love this little animation, by the way. It's like 2 frames of the hand just going brrrr, and it's so fun and cute. I love this, too. Because, like, the face of Wildchild changes because it's covered, but, like, it's so subtle and it's so funny. And then the lighter goes whoosh. And then I started freaking out. I loved this. It was so funny because my poor dad was just like very calmly doing this in the background. Like he was just like, I was like screaming, crying, throwing up, rolling around on the floor, having a meltdown. And then he's just casually like, I'm just gonna keep doing this because this kid doesn't understand what I'm doing. But when it's done, she'll stop crying. Sure enough, as soon as he like finished and he was like, look, like relax, look. And then he put them on my feet. I was like, oh. I was just like, oh, okay. Like, I was fine after this, so it was, like, really funny. I just love the roasting. I just love roasting myself. It's really funny. So that's just, that's what this little NSEC, it's just me roasting myself for fun. Alright. We've got, this episode. Waiting. This one almost didn't make it to the cut. I almost cut this one. I really almost cut this episode. But I thought it was important to talk about, just how much my father did. I see a lot of people getting kind of up in arms about how much positive feedback I give to my father versus my mother. But my mother didn't do anything, so like she doesn't deserve the positive feedback. She's not getting it. She's not getting praise because she did arts and crafts with me once, dude. You don't get a goddamn reward for that. That's not no. No. So I'm like, nah. Like, I'm gonna talk about my dad, because my dad is a redeemable character in this story. Whereas my mom is not. And I want to make that very clear. For the people who are trying to give her a case and say, oh, she had postpartum depression. She was dealing with so much. And for everybody who wants to sit there and say, oh, their age gap is the reason why she is the way she is, that's bullshit. I've said this every live stream and I'm gonna say it again. That's bullshit. She had me when she was 25, dude. She didn't have me when she was 17. She had me when she was 25. She was a full-grown adult. There was no reason for her to be acting like this. Okay? We're not gonna side with the abuser. And if you are, get out of here. Like, I'm serious. I do not want to associate with anybody who wants to give her the time of day. Because she doesn't deserve it. I'm sorry. Like, not redeemable. Not happening. I can just tell you right now, that person is not going to change. The person is only going to get worse, actually. The change is going to get worse. She's not going to get better. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you, Leopard Dusk! Why do people think they know your life better than you? Literally! I can't, dude. Oh my god. I literally can't with that shit. Yeah, but yeah, just so you're aware, in case you're wondering why I talk more positively about my father, it's because I can, because he did do good things. And if you don't hear good things about my mother, that's because she didn't do anything good! So, rant over. Here's some fun details about this one. While Child's playing with two of my future hyperfixations. Cats and dinosaurs. So that's kind of fun. I like to hide little things in there. This episode annoyed the crap out of me to make. Because the whole time I'm animating this, I'm like, Wild Child, why does this matter? Why does the audience need to know that
we made this whole laundry room into like a in our garage, and
I'm like, why does that matter? And then she's like, because that's what happened. And I'm like, okay, fine, then I'll put it in. Jeez. But like, it was like a weird detail. I was like, I don't feel like I need to animate this, but like oh man. But yeah, like, I just thought that these little details were funny. I love my little I Spy books. You'll see me pull out I Spy books quite a bit. And this was just like the sweetest thing ever, man. I used to love stimming with my dad's bristly beard, and I was so cute to hear that other people also loved doing that, and I was like, aw. Aw. It was just so sweet. Like, I freaking used to love my dad. Like, surprise, surprise. I mean, just because I don't talk to my parents doesn't mean I didn't love them at some point. It's kind of the worst part of it, is having to love somebody that you can't be around anymore. It's like literally grief, dog. I'm literally grieving. And I will be grieving forever. Yeah, I saw a couple comments about this, like, the parents arguing. They're like, oh my god, they're gonna get a divorce. I'm like, LOL. LOL, I'm so glad the signs were there early. I love this stupid animation of my dad vacuuming. It is so funny, dude. I don't know why, it cracks me the freak up. I love that animation of him just angrily vacuuming. It's so funny. I don't know why. It's just so entertaining. Man, they had so much beef, it was so ridiculous. Like, it was so ridiculous. Man, I think about it, like, and it's just genuinely, like, I can't imagine being in this guy's position. I'm like, holy crap. Spoilers? These are episodes that are already out, dog! Oh, wait, no, wait. That's so bizarre. That's my life. It's not spoilers, it's like my life! That's so weird! I guess spoilers for Persona Project, they do get divorced, it should be pretty obvious. It's not gonna happen until, like, year, like, 6, though, so we got some time before that happens, but, like, sorry if I spoiled it, that's so funny, though, like, I can't help if I, like, spoil it, because it's like, it's just my life? I love this little frame though of Wild Child like protectively like being like, no. Cause I think this was the episode where I was like, I don't like mom. Dad is suffering. Like, the empathy kicked in, and I think like genuinely from this point on, I was like, you know, I was daddy's little girl. Like, I was just like, nope, you don't mess with my dad. Everybody who messed with my dad messed with me. Like, I was like so protective of that man. Because I realized he was the freaking sole provider of it all, and I was like, man, if he goes down, we're all going down. So like, I thought this was like, I almost cut this episode, but I was like, man, I feel like it's pretty important. So, I included it. There's a lot of episodes that I cut. Because it's just like, oops, I mean to close that. God dang it, I can't see the numbers. Like, I can't see very well. So I just keep closing the wrong things. Okay. Almost like I'm a pirate or something right now. Crazy. I love this! I did the bubbles as a callback to the intro. Isn't that so cute? I was like, ah, bubbles! I love animating bubbles so much. They're so fun. Whatever that means. I love this broom animation! Holy shit! I love this broom animation! We just take a moment to appreciate Wild Child's little sweeping. God, because like when I was a kid, the broom was so tall. I would just be like holding the very base of it and like swinging the stick around, like whacking things. I know I'm not alone in that. I know like it just happens. Damn. Yeah, Craig, Wild Child is also my favorite era. And, your local gotcha cringe? I have cut episodes, but I, for some reason, didn't save them, so I can't, like, share, like, what the scripts would have been like, unfortunately, but, like, if in the future when I cut them, I'll save them so I can show you guys what I cut. But, as for the first couple of years, I just, like, deleted them, because at first it wasn't going to be a public thing, but now it is, so. The sweeping, I love the sweeping animation, but, like, oh yeah, this is a cute little, you can see a couple things that are, like, really important in the future, like a gift. This stupid Minnie Mouse I had, this Minnie Mouse from hell, holy shit. I had this Minnie Mouse toy, and the head was made of plastic, and the body was made of, like, plush. And the head glowed in the dark. It was the stupidest fucking toy! I think, oh god, my filter's coming off. I gotta put my filter back on. Hold on, let me take some Gatorade, maybe that'll help. Ugh. Oh man. But yeah, the Minnie Mouse was the stupidest toy I owned, and I hate that thing. But I had this beanbag that I loved! We're gonna talk about the beanbag. It's like this little cloud beanbag I was obsessed with. And then I had this dollhouse. Oh! That's an episode I cut! About the dollhouse. It was an episode that was in, year 3. I decided to, like, take it out. Mostly because year 3 had a Christmas episode. And I didn't want there to be 2 Christmas episodes. I feel like that would've been kind of weird. So I was like, okay, we're just gonna cut one of the Christmas episodes. Because that Christmas, I got 2 really important things. I got this little Chevy. Like, I got my own little, like, RC, like, drivable little Chevy. Like, a little toy car that I could drive. And I was so excited about that. And then I got the dollhouse. And they were both really important to me, but I decided the Chevy was a little bit more important to me than the dollhouse. The dollhouse, however, basically the dollhouse was like, it's very tall, like really kind of grand, like dollhouse that I got from my grandparents. And they gave me like a little like set of like action figures that were like a family. It was like parents and grandparents and like kids. And I remember there being like a girl, and I was like, this one's me, this is me. And then like there was like a baby. There was like a baby. And like I remember being like really, really mad at this baby.
I'd be like, oh, this stupid dumb baby. I want this baby. We don't even have a baby in our family. Stupid baby.
And I like throw the baby in the closet. Like shut the door in the house. Like there's like a little closet in the dollhouse. I throw the baby in and shut it. And I was gonna make a funny episode about how like we did actually have a baby boy born into the family and it was my brother. And I really wanted it to be the foreshadowing of like, ew, this dumb baby, and I throw it in the closet and then like my brother walks out like, hello? I thought it would be so funny, man. I was like, God, this is so funny. But like, honestly, I might save it for a future episode because it's really funny and like, oh man, my brother might be voicing some of the character, like his characters in the show. He seems very keen on at least doing some reactions and stuff. So like, that'll be really fun. So you guys can like hear my brother. It'll be really fun. But that's the Dollhouse cut episode. I might bring it back because it's really funny. But every kid has done this. Every kid has like thrown all of everything they own under the bed or in the closet and like called it cleaning their room. The brushing the teeth. I loved it. Oh, I had this little I used to really like Winnie the Pooh as a kid, and I had this little Tigger outfit, and I would wear it like every night. It was crazy. Doing the dishes. I loved animating the stupid plate going. It was very fun. Yeah, as you can see in the fridge, there's beer in the fridge because we have, you know, alcoholism coming up. So, there's some foreshadowing there. Oh, my sippy cup! I love that sippy cup! I'm so glad I got to draw that thing. Also, this was the most fun animation ever, was just this juice going whoosh. I don't know why, it was just, and I got the little, like, bloop. I don't know, it was just really fun to animate. This was really sad. I'm not gonna show the next part because it's pretty violent, but you know what happens, because you've probably seen it, if you didn't, you know, if you're okay with the content warnings. But, I don't know, this was, like, such an important episode to end it off on. Oh, yo, ooh, lol, thank you! I love your channel! Heart emoji, yay, thank you! Oh my god, you put a little balloon! That's so cute! I love that, thank you! That's so slay. Yeah, I did super chats now. I'm trying to get them to connect to the on-screen stream stuff. It's not triggering the noise or reading the message, but it is showing up on the screen, and it's like, oh, the super chat. I'm like, thank you? But like, I don't know, we'll get it polished off. Hydration check? Oh, okay, yeah, I can do that. I'll do that. Ugh, okay. But yeah, this episode was really important because it was talking about, so many people were like very mad. They were very mad about the fact that my mother was like, you need to be independent at 2 years old, but like, I'm so dead ass, that's what happened to me. Like my parents really wanted me to be out of their hair. Like, they really just wanted me to grow up and be independent and sufficient and kind of just disappear. So, like, unfortunately, that is true. Like, that was an expectation. Like, I was supposed to be independent, and then when I tried to be, I was punished. Because of course I can't do things. Of course I don't know how to do everything. I'm 2 years old, like... And, like, that's the hard part about, like, I'm holding this, like, 2-year-old in my hands and going, why? Why did this happen to us? And, like, I think that's, like, really important. Like, I'm just, like, comforting her because it is unfair and it is stupid. And, like, we're just in a world where we wanted to learn, but we couldn't. It wasn't safe. So, like, bye, Uni, thank you for all the help. But yeah, I thought this was a really comforting and important thing, that we comfort each other in this moment. Because, ugh, man. It's so important that, like, you kind of realize, like, the messed up stuff you've been through and, like, give yourself some mercy. This is me giving Wild Child mercy, because Wild Child's going,
I spilled the drink. I'm such a bad person. I spilled the stupid juice everywhere and made a mess.
and like, I'm just like, honey, you were 2. Honey, you're 2 years old. Honey, like, you tried, like, you really tried, and you did such a good job, like, you got the cup down, you got the juice out, you even tried to clean it up, like, you did everything right. You did absolutely everything right and more. Like, you're an amazing kid, but, like, you were still punished, and I'm sorry, and you shouldn't have been. Like, it's so comforting to comfort yourself. Like, it sounds bizarre, but, like, it's very helpful. But that is all of my analyzing for year 2, pretty much. That's pretty much year 2. I mean, I could open up the bloopers because they're kind of funny. I know you guys got like a huge kick out of that. What is this from? Oh my god, this is so... Hold on, I have to know what this song is from. It's killing me. Oh, it's from Sonic? I think it's from Sonic, okay. Oh no, it's the Target Smash from Super Smash Bros. Holy shit, okay. I got it. Okay. I was like, man, this is so familiar. I freaking love doing the bloopers though, man. Like, they're so much fun.
What the?
I love this animation so much of her pulling the script out of her freaking pocket. It's so cute. Oh, yo, Unicart. Thank you for the super chat, that's so cool. Hi, just joined, and I love watching your videos, heart. Aw. Let's go. I'm so glad you enjoyed the videos. That's awesome, oh my god. Because I love the me laughing. I have such an ugly laugh. We could just make fun of it. Like, y'all, I laugh so disgusting. It's so funny. I love my nasty ass laugh. I mean, honestly, if I laugh really hard, I snort too. It's so bad. Like, I'm the nastiest laugher. I laugh so bad. It's so funny. I don't know what it is about my laugh that's just so disgusting. But I love animating it because it's so violent. My laugh is so gross. I love this. I love squeezing Wild Child's little cheeks. So cute. Oh, I love this. I love the bloopers. They're so fun. I'm so glad it's like, I'd have so much fun doing every aspect of it. Oh man. Alright. Let me briefly step away. I gotta go use the bathroom, and then I'll come right back and we'll do some Q&A to kind of wrap up the stream, since we're done kind of analyzing every episode. Your laugh is really nice. Oh, thank you guys. I think it's pretty bad. But, yeah, I'm gonna BRB, like, super quick, and then when I come back, get some questions ready. I'll do some Q&A before we head off for the day, so just one moment. Huzzah, I'm back. Haha, jump scare warning. Cool, so now we can just do some, let's do some Q&A. Shall we? Q&A time. Let's see what y'all have to... I missed the Pop Peeps. I'm sorry. I can put Pop Peeps back. I gotta find it. The GIF was like crunchy as all freak. I might just need to make a new one. Who knows, Arist? When were you diagnosed with autism? I think I was diagnosed when I was 2. It was the same, oh, maybe it was 3. It was around the same time that, the stomping stuff happened, and I got checked out for schizophrenia and all that stuff. It's generally around that same time, so I think I was, like, just turning 3 or 2. It was, like, very, very young. They just chose to ignore that. Which is sad. How long before the next era? Oh, we have several years to go. We're 3 episodes away from finishing year 3. By the way, we only have 3 more episodes. And then, we're on year 4, so by year 4, we'll be halfway done with Wild Child's era. What app was I using just now? TV Paint. It's an animation app called TV Paint. It's TV Paint 11, specifically. I have the standard edition. What animal is Hailey, Robin, and Blackbird? Blackbird is a mockingbird, which is the state bird of Florida. Hailey is a dinosaur. I want her to be a plesiosaur, but that was not gonna be possible. But, so she's more of like a T-Rex. And then, Robin is a robin, which is the state bird of the state I currently live in, Wisconsin, which is cool. You'll notice a lot of my characters have water and air motifs. Do you know if your brother has autism? He does not. He's definitely neurodivergent. We're still figuring out what's up with all that. We don't know. He never got any diagnoses. Unfortunately, with him being the younger child, like, he definitely got less attention, unfortunately. Because by the time he was born, parents were divorced, blah blah blah. So, my brother has gotten a lot of other stuff later on in life figured out, but that's one thing we don't really know. But I'm not gonna share too much information about my brother because he's entitled to his, into his privacy and stuff, so I'll very vaguely answer things if I feel that he wouldn't mind me answering them, but other things I'm probably just gonna leave them be. Oh, everybody keeps asking what my favorite era is! It's Wild Child! It should be very obvious. I love her. And how long do you think this project will take? Ask Freak of the Day. Project will probably take less than a year. I mean, I'm already on year 4, I'm already halfway through Wild Child. I'm anticipating 6 months. Like, I'm uploading every single day. I'm making, like, more than 1 episode a day, too. Like, well, normally, when I'm not, like, you know, a pirate who has 1 eye after surgery, but... How much younger is my brother? He is 4 years younger than me. So, on year 4, he will be born, so we're very close to having him enter the chat, which will be really fun. Where'd I get ideas for the personas, like Wild Child being a frog as Daisy drops? It's mostly based off of my room colors when I was growing up. Because, you know, your room, you paint your room as you grow into different phases, and... So, like, Wild Child's room was, like, this nasty, like, neon green, and I was like, huh, you know... If I was gonna make myself into, like, a little critter, because Wild Child is obviously a creature, like, there's no way that kid is not gonna be depicted as a creature goblin. I was like, hey, green is a great color to, you know, do frogs or a goblin. Like, literally, I could be a little goblin. And I was like, yeah, we'll just go frog. Because, you know, it also has a very distinct, like, stage of, like, child versus adult, like, tadpole versus frog. Metamorphosis and all that, and I was like, hey, this is cool, so this is great. My favorite 12 character, I see that asked a lot. Oh, ooh, thank you! I'm so glad you guys are so patient with the, episodes, especially right now. Cause, oh man, like, yeah, I know I upload, like, every freaking day, and I know it's, like, astounding to everyone, but, like, yeah, I know. Oh, Anna the Hedgehog! Do you have other socials that I can tag you in? Yes, Yes, Anna. I have, on my channel, I have, like, in my description, I have a lot of different socials. I'm not active on my socials, though. I have taken, like, a giant break from them for, like, almost a year now, so they're really outdated. But I do have an Instagram, and I have a TikTok, and they're both PetPyves. I think my Instagram is pet_peeves. But I also have a website, that you can post stuff to, and obviously you can @me on here, on YouTube, PetPyves. I don't really have a Twitter or any other kind of socials like that. I keep it very minimal for my mental health. But I appreciate that. Yeah, I have plenty of other socials. I also have a Twitch. I don't really stream there that much, but I'm hoping to stream video games there. Once this project is kind of wrapped up, I'm gonna return to my video gaming, and I think it'll be really fun. I have a lot of cool games I'd like to share with you guys. And a lot of really amazing voice actor friends who would love to, like, voice games, and, like, we want to get together and do some cool stuff, so. My favorite song and artist. Okay, Tom, I love AJR. I know not everybody is a fan. I love AJR. My favorite artist right now is Hippocampus, and their song, oh, god, Golden. Either that, or I love, Half Alive, and their song Arrow. Those are, like, my favorite songs right now. Do you watch anime? I do not anymore. I did have a giant anime phase when I was Parker. You'll find out. You'll find out. In my most recent video about hyperfixations, I drew Parker in a Naruto outfit, and nobody said a word about it, and I was like, what? I was hoping the Naruto crowd would come out of the woodworks and be like, I see you're an Akatsuki fan. I'd be like, yeah, I'm an Akatsuki fan. But nobody said anything, and I was like, damn, alright. Whatever, guys. Whatever. Will Wild Child evolve when she enters age 9? Starry Vortex, there will be episodes where we'll transition between eras. They're gonna be really emotional and really, really important and special. You will get to see everything. You'll get to see how they transform and all that good stuff. They're not necessarily transforming. You'll see what I mean. They will pass the baton. When you finish the project, will you stay on YouTube? Absolutely, Violet. There's no way. I'm not going anywhere, man. I've been here for 10 years, and I plan to stay another 10 years. I have so many stories to tell. I'm gonna be making cartoons. I'm gonna be playing games. I'll be hanging out, man. I'm gonna just enjoy the new life I've built for myself, because I've survived a lot of crap, and I'm gonna share the good now, you know? I'm gonna share the light at the end of the tunnel, really. Which era? Everybody asks us my favorite era. This is crazy. Wild Child. I'll say it 100 times. I love that kid, and all the other eras, I have beef with some parts of them in some ways. But, like, Wild Child is just precious as all it can be, and I love her to death. Mother. Oh, I love Mother. I can't read your name. There's too many thingies. I'm sorry. I think it's K something. Sorry, but I love Mother. I love their song Body. It's really good. Each of the era's favorite colors. It should be pretty obvious. Wild Child's is green. Blackbird's is like aqua. Parker's is red. Holly is like, for some reason, pink. I don't know. That was a weird time. And then Hailey is yellow, and Robin is orange. What age will the Persona project end? When it catches up to current time, which is 26. So we have like 26 years to go. Can Wild Child have a lily pad accessory? I suppose? I don't know why she would do that. It's like more or less like a... Like, this is based on my, like, real life, so it's like, I never wore a lily pad accessory, so she probably wouldn't wear one in the show, but, like, in the world that she's in, and, like, the frog universe she lives in, probably. What Ninja Turtle would you be? Oh, Donatello. 100%. I love Ninja Turtles. Favorite books? I haven't read a whole lot of books lately. I'm very sad about that. I can't even answer that. I haven't read anything in such. I haven't read books since like Warrior Cats in middle school, which is so sad. I need to get on that. What encourages you to make your animations? Mostly spite. I wish I was joking, but I'm very full of spite. I like to prove people wrong. I like to fight myself because I'm a chronically ill disabled person. And there's so much I cannot do. And like I don't like the feeling of I can't do something. So like I'm constantly fighting that feeling by being like, no, I can animate this. Watch, I can do this. I can post an episode a day. I can do it. And like it might be a little bit of that toxic ableism like entering my bloodstream a little bit. But like, man, I like proving to myself that I'm capable, and I like proving to others that I am capable because, you know, being an autistic person in a world that's not made for you, being a disabled person in a world that's not made for you, it's hard. It's really hard to feel seen and accepted. So like, that's kind of what fuels me, is like, I just want to change the world, and I don't know how to do that other than just being my authentic self and giving people a place to escape to. Cosmog, you can make your own Persona project. If you call it Persona project, or if you call it, you know, if you snag some of my terms, just, you know, credit me. I've seen a lot of people get pretty upset about, oh, well, you don't own the concept of eras and like phases of people's lives. You don't own the concept of that. And I'm like, no, I don't. I'm not saying I own that. Like, everybody does that shit. Like, I'm not... you do that, but like, the problem is that I already have people committing plagiarism and trying to steal Persona project as in the title, as in the literal characters. Like, people are literally, like, I have seen people make frog people and are like, this is my Persona project. Please credit me if you use it because I came up with this idea. And I'm like, dog, no the hell you didn't. No the hell you did. You stole my character designs. You stole the title. You stole the idea. That's what I mean by plagiarism. I'm not saying you can't go explore your life through phases and eras. Please do. It's very cathartic. But like, if you're like, hey, I'm making my own Persona project, you can just say the original Persona project was by PetPyves. This is just my version. Done. Done. Plagiarism does not exist. Now you're like, hey, I credit this person. But like, if you're like doing something completely different than and not calling it a Persona project, then great, you can do whatever the hell you want. I don't care. Like, go explore your life. It's a good thing to do. I'm not being an asshole about like, oh, don't steal my stuff. But like, please, just create things. Create things, and just be creative. Don't steal, man. That's all I have to say. My favorite artist back then. What do you mean back then? Like when? I don't know, bunny. All my favorite artists on YouTube were like animation meme, like warrior cat animators who are now probably, hopefully, behind bars. Because the joke of the goddamn warrior cats and animation meme community is that they cannot go 5 goddamn minutes without committing some horrible crime that they need to be canceled for. So like, all the people I used to look up to are crappy. Sadly. I turned out fine, but goddamn those poor people. I can't even say them. If I say the names, you're like, oh my god, you used to support this person, you suck! And I'm like, dude, I didn't know back then. Nobody knew back then. Relax. So like, it sucks so bad, man. I hate it. I hate that the whole community has this like icky thing going on where it's like, oh, how hard is it? How hard is it to be a good person challenge and animate warriors challenge? God damn it. My favorite game. Right now, I'm addicted to Minecraft. I love Minecraft. I've been playing so much Minecraft. I finally have gotten, like... I've gotten to see some of the new stuff. I haven't seen anything from the new update, because they, like, buried it all. So, it's so hard to get to. I'm like, dog, I want to see the new Trials stuff. But, like, we're just now getting there, so... I love Minecraft. I've been playing that so much lately. That and Animal Crossing. I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing as I've recovered, because it's a very chill game. How long does it take to animate an episode? 4 to 6 hours, roughly. It's very quick. I know it doesn't sound like it, but like I can make like 2 episodes a day. Wallop the Dementor, how did you find your art style? In summer of 2015, I sat down with pieces of paper and isolated myself from the internet for 2 weeks and decided that I was just gonna go based off of memory, what I liked about drawing. And I was like, I want the eyes to look like this, and I want the nose to look like this, and I want, because I only drew animals in the beginning, I was like, I'm gonna draw the cats like this, and I only referenced things that were in, like, my head were my own, like, previous, like, thoughts, so that way it was, like, a lot more original, because, like, if you try to find your art style while looking at somebody else's art, you're just gonna end up copying them. So, like, I suggest isolating and just being like, hey, what do I really like? What do I like drawing? What's fun to me? Like, obviously, I like drawing spikes and swirls and dots, and, like, you can see it in, like, my little PNG tuber. It's, like, it's stuff that I enjoy making. And, like, you have to create your art style from your joys. That doesn't mean you can't say, oh my god, I love how this person draws their noses, I want to draw just like that. Then, like, you can practice, but, like, it's obviously, like, don't steal their entire art style, but you can reference other people's things. Like, my eye art style actually comes from Neopets. Like, genuinely. I was like, I love Neopets so much, I want to draw eyes like Neopets, so I do. So it's like, referencing other things is great, but you have to reference them, not steal them. Did anything inspire you to start your Persona project? My therapist did, because I needed to tell my personal narrative, because I'm doing, cognitive behavioral therapy, and it's a very important part of it is to tell your story and to speak your truth. And so I'm doing that. I'm speaking my truth, and I didn't expect the whole world to listen, but they're listening, and that's really cool, and I'm very grateful for the support right now, and it's healing so much, it's helping so much. It's so cathartic, I can't explain it, it's wonderful. Oh man, oh no, scroll up, I want to see that one. Why are you wearing the pirate outfit? Okay, last time I'm gonna explain the pirate outfit. I got eye surgery, and I'm wearing an eye patch right now, so I'm in my pirate era. I only have one functioning eye at the current moment, so I'm trying very hard. Who or what inspired Imp in 12? That's a hard question. It was a dream, I guess that's a good way to describe it. Imp came from a dream, and 12, I don't know. It's hard to say where it all came from. Most of my concepts are just come from my dreams, really. I get really vivid dreams of, like, characters and plot lines and stuff, and, like, I just remember in the dream I got struck by lightning and became somebody else, and, like, I just thought that was a really cool concept. My favorite Animal Crossing game? Oh my god, City Folk! City Folk! Ah, City Folk! I love it. Do you have any scars? Yes, I actually do have one. We're gonna talk about it in Persona, obviously. You'll see it. But... oh no, somebody they're donating, but I can't see them. I'll go back and read out the donos in just a minute. They can't pop up on this screen. I totally forgot about that. But don't worry, I'll catch up with those donos. Basically, oh no, what was I saying? Oh no, what was I saying? Oh crap! What was I saying? Animal Crossing? No, that's not what I was saying. Oh dear, what was it? The scar! God! Okay, hold on. Brain? Okay, brain. I have a scar on my bottom lip, where I got attacked by a dog! Yeah! So, like, I have this rad, like, scar on my lip. It's super freaking cool. That's my other- I got a scar from a scooter, from a razor scooter on the back of my leg. And then I have one weird scar that's, like, in between my pinky toe and the other toe. And it looks like a freckle. But it's not. It was like I broke my toe on a trampoline. And I don't know why the scar, like, I got scarred. It's a long story, but just trust me, it's a weird one. But like, I have a lot of random scars. Do you like Undertale? Asked Hailey. Yes, I love Undertale. Very much so. You'll find out. I went through a huge Undertale phase. My favorite animal, Evan, is a cat. I love cats. My favorite TV show, She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. I love She-Ra. How'd you go about creating your VTuber? It's a PNG tuber. There's a program called PNG Tuber Plus. It's pretty much free. I donated quite a bit of money to it though because it's really nice. It's a really nice program and I wanted to support them. You can donate to them. I highly recommend doing that if you get the program. But you can get it for free. It's basically you gotta draw a bunch of pieces and put the pieces together and make them bounce. And it's not that hard, so there's lots of tutorials online. I learned to do it in like 10 minutes. It was crazy. Do you have any pets living with you right now? Yes, Bunny. I have a cat named Indiana Jones. I call him Bibby. He is orange and white, and he is insane. And I love him. He's my emotional support animal. What's my comfort food? Oh god. I wish you didn't. I wish you didn't ask that. The autism be autisming real hard right now. So like, obviously I'm like recovering from surgery right now. And it's been really rough on my body. Because I'm a very weak person to begin with. But for some reason, I have to state, I don't eat meat. I don't like meat. I'm trying to eat vegan as much as humanly possible. But for some goddamn reason, before and after the surgery, the only thing I want to eat is plain cooked ground beef. The only thing I'm eating is ground beef. Oh, thank you, Uwu. Uwu LOL says, I hope you recover from your surgery. Thank you. I'm recovering really well. I'm already a week along. It's going really well. It's so sweet of you. Oh my god. But yeah, the only thing I want to eat right now is ground beef. Earlier I put cheese in it. And it tasted better. I put vegan cheese in it and it was better. And then I realized it kind of tasted like Hamburger Helper without the noodles. So I just called it Hamburger Help. So I've been eating Hamburger Help the past like 2 weeks. It's so bad. It doesn't have seasoning. It's terrible. I hate being autistic as freak, dude. I'm miserable. I hate it. It's the only thing I can eat. It's the only texture I like. It's the only thing I can eat, and it's so painful. Oh, free me from this prison. This flesh prison. I want to be free. Free of the eye patch and Hamburger Help hell I'm in. Oh, help me. God, I'm so hilarious. What is wrong with me? Like, genuinely. Why do you... It's like so funny. I don't know what's wrong with me. Good lord. I'm glad everybody's supporting my weird eating habits right now, but like, you'll understand. On top of the autism, I also had an eating disorder when I was in Blackbird's era, and like, oh god, ever since then, it's been such a struggle to eat, like, anything. So, yeah, you'll notice I'll go through very, like, specific phases of things. Like, I'm only drinking Gatorade, like, the only liquid I will drink is Gatorade. I'm like, Gatorade is in my veins, dog. But ugh. Being me sucks sometimes, but it's alright. Alright, I think that's gonna be how we wrap this up. I'm gonna go back to my little screen here, whoop, and I'm gonna read out some of the donations that were done, because I want to make sure that they were read out. Let's see, we had this one. Oh my god, the lag from the fruit. What am I doing? Oh my god, that's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna replay some of these donos. In case they weren't done. Oh, that was the super chat. Oh, that came through on the super chat. Oh, freaking rad. That's awesome. Okay, yes, here we go. We got one of these.
Did you know that I'm still watching?
Oh, it's Cameraman! Let's go! Cameraman's back! Heck yeah! I love that. In case you're new to my streams, we have a cameraman gimmick where it's like this guy who's like watching the live streams constantly. And it's just like cameraman is always watching, and it's like a live stream joke, just so you guys know. I want you guys to be in on the jokes. Here's another here's another one.
Guy with suspiciously art style shaped neck. We all out a art style.
Literally. Okay, my art style recently has developed into a little bit more of a cartoony, like, silly kind of thing. And I do draw the necks to be quite silly sometimes and things, and very disproportionate and blah blah blah. Oh man. Death by Glamour in this playlist? This fucking slaps. Okay. Wow, I love this. Anyways, here's the last dono I think that I missed.
Your body is smartly designed and knows what it needs. If you crave something, chances are, it has some nutrient that your body needs. Recovering from surgery is an energy-intensive resource as your body heals your flesh, so the protein is probably needed.
You're so right about that. Thank you for validating my hamburger help. Oh, that's so funny, dude. Cosmog, I would like to voice the Blackbird, but I don't really have a set voice for her yet, so I can't do that at the current moment. I'm not very keen on voicing the characters. I'm not like 100%. I have to practice them.
But I could say anything as Wild Child at any moment, so.
How about that's what we do? The last few moments of the stream. Give me random crap, I'll say it as Wild Child, and we'll head off for the day, because I need to take my medicine and ice pack and lay down, because I've been pushing it. I was like, oh, I'll be do a couple hours, so I definitely need to relax. I am recovering from surgery. Cheating by live streaming a little bit. I'll just start reading like every comment I see as Wild Child. Oh my god, here they come. This is great. This is the perfect song to post to. You're so right, Core. That's so good. My favorite.
Oh, my favorite Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon is Mew, because Mew can be any Pokemon, technically, if you think about it. Like, if you got a Mew, you have, like, every single Pokemon there ever was. So, yeah. Mew is my favorite. I'm a wild child. I am a wild. That one was from Starry Vortex. Am I supposed to say skibidi, skibidi? Is that how you say that? I don't know what that says. Me the EP? I know what that means. Wait, do I? I want a paper bag of cheese.
What does that mean?
Hola! I saw hola. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú?
She does not know Spanish, for the record. No. She does not know Spanish. I know a lot more Spanish than she does. She knows zero Espanol.
I eat grass.
That's a good one.
I do celebrate Spooky Month.
No, Wild Child said skibidi.
Yippee!
Oh boy. Normally my microphone doesn't pick up on my yippies because it's so high.
Yippee! Yippee! Yippee!
It's hard to say it as Wild Child because I have to keep that voice.
Yippee!
That's really hard. Wow. I'll have to practice that one.
Like and subscribe! I'm a YouTuber now.
I am blessed.
What's my favorite candy? Oh my god, okay. I really like, there's these, what the freak are they called? Oh god, I don't even know the name of my favorite candy. Jeez. They're these, it's gum and they're like, shaped like squares, and they taste like purple? I don't know how to explain it.
I don't know how to explain it. They're like purple and they're square gum. It's like ice cubes, I think. I don't know, man. That was Wild Child's favorite candy. Gum. She should have just said gum. She should have just said gum. Why did I go through the description? That's such a childlike thing to do, actually. That makes a lot of sense.
When in doubt, look intelligent. Whatever that means.
Oh, someone donated.
Oh, jeez! Sorry.
Okay, I can say that. I think Anna, you're asking me to say that in Wild Child's voice. I will surely try that.
Isabella. Oh, she shaped like a bell. Still don't get it though. Isabella. Oh wait, yeah, I actually do get it. Isabel. Duh.
What's my favorite baked sweet when I was a kid? That's a hard question.
Oh, no, it's not. Holy crap.
Don't say crap. No, don't say crap. Stop. Okay, no, we're not doing that. I love when I catch myself cursing about Child's voice and I'm like, stop, no.
My favorite baked treats were my nanny's Christmas cookies. I'm gonna put a whole dang episode about them because they're so delicious. They're like, what are they? Shortbread? I want to say shortbread, but they're like sugar cookie shortbreads, and they're really good.
How tasty are milk bones?
Very tasty. The red ones are the best. I don't know why. Hamburger help. Give me all the cookies. Can I hug the rat? What the freak? I'm not a rat. I'm a frog. Also, everybody wants to say they want to hug me for some reason, and that's weird. I don't know you. That's stranger danger.
No filter on that kid. Oh my god, no filter at all. I was like that though as a kid. I did not want anybody to touch me. I'm still the same way. Wild Child, do you watch Blue? That was way before Wild Child's era, unfortunately. Wild Child would have no idea what Blue is. Very sad. Oh. Can you... I'm not gonna say that. I can't say everything. I think I'm capped on my voices for the day. I can feel my voice slipping. So, that will be all for this stream. Dang, thank you guys. That was rad. That was a rad, very fun stream. We got to talk all about the year 2 and every little bit and piece I included in there, all my fun details, extra stories, deeper explanations to some things. Got to answer some of your questions. A lot of fun. I'm glad we got to hang out a little bit. Despite, my eyeball being out of order and slowly, progressively getting more and more painful. So yeah, I'm capped on pain. I gotta go take my meds and lay down for the day. But, it's been great. It was very nice to come back to the channel after a while. And I'll be uploading very randomly from this point on. Just as I finish stuff. Just please be very patient with me. Obviously, I'm a one-man army here, so I appreciate all of the support. Thank you guys so much for donating. That is super rad. That's gonna help so much. And if you want to continue to support me, check out my website. I have a homemade Patreon there called PetPyves Premium. It's pretty rad. You get to join the Discord and join in all the mayhem. We sometimes have private live streams there. It's really cool. We get to talk about all the stuff. You get sneak peeks. But yes, I will work on getting better soon, so we can do this much more often. Thank you, gamers!
Thank you, gamers! Goodbye!
Goodbye!
Bye-bye!